No decision that I have made in my role as Chief Justice or in my capacity as President of a panel of the Supreme Court has come from anything but a knowledge of law. No matter how many noises are made, the law is the law. And the only answer one can give to all the hand-waving is the legal answer. Anything but a knowledge of law. No matter how many noises are made, the law is the law. And no matter how many noises are made, the law is the law. No matter how many noises are made, the law is the law. Simply, no decision that I have made in my role as Chief Justice or in my capacity as President of a panel of the Supreme Court has come from anything but a knowledge of law. No matter how many noises are made, the law is the law. And no matter how many noises are made, the law is the law. No matter how many noises are made, the law is the law. And no matter how many noises are made, the law is the law.
But you must feel really proud.
Actually, I'm greatly honored. The Almighty God has done me a tremendous honor. Today is historic. It's a victory for all the teachers in Prempeh College, because over the past years, teachers in Prempeh College have been teaching students of other parents. So today, the Almighty God is crowning our effort. It's a victory to all the teachers and all the teachers in Prempeh College and all the teachers in Ghana.
Arrogance and the dear Duru Babi Aaron Yadri. Raging ha, Moo Sammy 2 me 9 quite single constituency. I call Catro Bisse, Yantuaba candidate, remove ye. More Menamotina Damukra, the Monsami Fro Bissa to Abama particular candidate. But the Binum Dimidi call ye campaign ye. Omurie no no ma konkran abronya no na agiba omia campaign ayere ba no kure ne se omu ba mo ho campaign omu se abronya ne soma mo omu se abronya ne soma se ye meye campaign ko meboa eyese mo di ho adanse ye se ma miema no amfro obia sa ankrofo no so omu ye sa adi medin ba ayero etena omu be ba mo ho but this time no omaye ma mebuafu na mom mo obi nkodi obi atem ukodi do obi atem wie na so wie a wo se yankoye a unity I mean say unity no eye ayi mo ana mo kreti Professor Makwe report o se ye kwa abato a ensema ye ka no eno na na no andisi fo ye re eyusutie na mo wo ye propaganda na obi be yi ano dia entena social media say wo di ni panatem na wo wie a wa bakasa memfa wadamfo.
Maybe I'm telling you the truth. Obia nye beman chobia. But party nti enipa bi tumi kasa te se omo member. Omo nye member. A bad contribution si yen sika omo tumi be omo kosesere. And they talk as if the whole world is for them. It's not for them. And yet because some of them cannot even speak the way they speak. Because bam fi ekura wo fari. Ebi wo ya talk as ma omo. You see, your panokura, Mumianka, I will not respect you. But may respond to anybody, and yes, I can go showdown. enipa bi akoma wosoro ekasa ye pe memo party no de ankomo ye ma minisa wo sika minsire sika mo hia fo promotion mu dibi kasa kokugudro so ne sika fo please who born dog number to me talk anyhow who born dog number to me talk anyhow
Mwa Kwatina mi mos jowulu ekire ho eye methodist dan ekire ho ne asere because asem no eka ene nya no kore eti de wo ye you should know say I know it better. Binu apa no 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fa bibi jandam asem ne nya no kore akama ne nya no kore Binu apa no 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fa bibi jandam asem ne nya no kore akama ne nya no kore Binu apa no 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fa bibi jandam asam ne nya no kura kama ne nya no kure Binu apa no 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fa bibi jandam asam ne nya no kura kama ne nya no kure Binu apa no 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fa bibi jandam asam ne nya no kura kama ne nya no kure Binu apa no 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fa bibi jandam asam ne nya no kura kama ne nya no kure mwa
All right, good evening and welcome to With Audio Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. It's exactly 2:13 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. It's definitely 6:13 in Ghana. Surprise evening show. I know most people are surprised. Like, why is Kevin on air 6 p.m.? We're testing something. We're trying to reschedule stuff. So it's one of those things that sometimes you don't understand, but we understand what we're doing. Tonight, we're going to be on for 3 hours. This show is going to end exactly 9 p.m. Ghana time. That's 5 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. If you're here with me tonight, I'd like to say thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for listening to us on radio. We are live on TV, Loud Silence TV, on Multi-TV. Tonight, you can watch this show live right now on TV. We are in 22 African countries, including Ghana. Remember, we're also live on TV, on YouTube. Search for Loud Silence TV on YouTube. Loud Silence TV on YouTube. We are live tonight. Loud Silence TV on Facebook is also streaming this show live this evening. WADR, or With Audio Respect page on Facebook. We are streaming live on the Facebook pages. We are also live on radio. You can listen to us live right now on Loud Silence Radio. If you have an Android device, go to the Google Play Store and download Loud Silence Radio. If you also have an iPhone, go to the App Store and download Loud Silence Radio. Tonight, we are here to discuss Ghana. We are here to discuss the Ghana Bar Association. We are here to discuss the president launching the Mahama Care. Also yesterday, we heard about the Ejumara, the president launched. So many things being rolled out by this government. The president of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama, made an astonishing statement today when he launched the Mahama Care. The president said that his 6 months salary should be donated or dropped into the accounts of the Mahama Care. He has taken the lead. Civil organizations, companies, multi-million-dollar companies, institutions are also showing love by donating to Mahama Care. Tonight, we will take our time and speak on that issue. We want Ghanaians to know what is actually happening. So many distractions in the system, but you need to trust the president and the government of the day that they are delivering. And that's the most important thing you as a Ghanaian, you need to understand. The government is delivering. You need to look deep. You need to concentrate. You need to make sure that whatever is happening, you do away with the distraction and look at what the government is doing to help you as a citizen. Tonight's show is going to be straightforward. It's going to be about the CJ's removal or the suspension of the Chief Justice of Ghana. Madam Tokonu, over the weeks, has gone through a lot because of her actions and inactions. She cannot blame anybody. She has to blame herself because every single action she took has landed her in suspension. So it's not personal. It's all about the law. She said it, that every single thing should be grounded in law. The Ghana Bar Association has turned itself into a chameleon. Tonight, we will expose the Ghana Bar Association. The question here is the Ghana Bar Association expressing an opinion or they are basically stating law. There are two different things here. They can share an opinion, or we want to know where they stand. Are they actually sharing an opinion, or they are basically stating law? The Ghana Bar Association should let us know, because our mothers in our various markets also have associations. They can also express opinion. They can also basically speak based on the law. So we want to know, especially from the Ghana Bar Association, they release a statement. We want to ask, is the statement grounded in law, or is just an opinion? If it's just an opinion, then we wouldn't waste time on them. We want them to let us understand. They need to prove themselves to us that they have actually studied the law. Every single statement they make should at least have some kind of law back in it. But it's beginning to look like the Ghana Bar Association is becoming another market woman or church association. They share more of opinions than law. So it's one conversation we are going to have tonight. We are going to take our time and read the statement from the Ghana Bar Association. Let Ghanaians understand the lies and the jandam behind it, the propaganda and the diabolic minds behind that statement. It's despicable. It's embarrassing. It speaks a lot about the Ghana Bar Association. Do we need a new form of association? Do we need a new law association? It's beginning to look like the Ghana Bar Association is becoming a criminal entity where some fake lawyers use that to build their political career. And I believe that it's about time we had a new law association, group of lawyers who are intelligent, honest, and patriotic enough to form a new association for us to trust. We cannot believe or trust this association because it is beginning to look like the leadership and majority of the people who join have this motive that they can use the Ghana Bar Association to steal, to misinform, to disinform, and also to lie to Ghanaians. Tonight, we will take our time, break issues down for every single Ghanaian to have a clear understanding of what is happening in Ghana. Media de Kevin Kobedu Taylor and then you bring Atanase Ghana Honsem and in Sama Abedaho in Sembibri SC John Mahama or president of Ghana and we puma kwim ama Mahama case Sibiu a year footwa yede beshe yaria krankwa Sibiu Ghana fo bibri ahwere wo nkwa and the president ekasa no o magana fo nyina tiase ne papa ne maame nyina no yare kwankro bi na Sibiu eje o nkwa enti why na adwene se Mahama case ebeye footwa yede sika soronko betuma Sebio yare bi bogana ni bia sebio sa yare no kwankro edin se yebesa no sa eho ne kwakofa sika ni bi ede abeso sa yare na no John Mahama ene na aban so ende o maka nsem bebre endra edwumawura ene o mlanche ye imbebu no mo Ghana na focus ni nyina anasa attention wo imbebu no so ene titru youth ema no sebio edwumawura no John Mahama ene ndisi aban se o mo peso mo Ghana imbebu no ema no about 60% and Sibio Omunya access to Ejumawura Sikana Aban Echato say Mbebunu Benya Mwa Efri Aban Ho. And in Sembibri Oponoso, Chief Justice Sibio and Oko suspension no. The Ghana Bar Association, a lawyer for Kuba, Kupa, Ghana, Sibio Infasoni Subima, and answer the Enyo Jumadi when we say, I will say in Kubibra, Sibio, almost a law, lawyers are joining in Kubi brief. So Ghana near one, Ubia who can say, Obeti Iku, Nasibio, or also, your free be freedom of association, now also actually an it is looking like the Ghana Bar Association, Sibio, and the Dania Cromfo, Sibio, Atrofo, and a Sikapedia for and the Omudiano. Omajin say, Omanya politics are. Omo India tra, Omanda Ghana for, Omodo na politics, Ajomutim, Omukrunum, Aya Cromfoa, Omunim se, Yanyo Maye, Omukrumako jail, no, Omopese, Omodada Ghana for, and then you bring, Yabajum, Amayama Menum, Yenianum, Sebio, Yenianum Ghana for, almost Uncle Scoot to say, Yenia, Brofono, Omakada, on your becking kind, Ejum, Amagana for, Ehuno Creno. Bedin the Kevin Kobedu tell Omo Bomichidom from the Ghost team. Omo, and then you bring Omaji Jumadieno, Sebio, Esi Omonaswa. Omode no kreno emame na meso mede abro. Deepa bro YouTube. Good evening to every single person on YouTube watching me tonight. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you being here tonight. And also on Facebook. So many people on Facebook tonight. On YouTube, I can see the app watching me this evening. Rainer Yakubu is live on YouTube tonight. And also Etu Steven watching me live on YouTube. On Facebook, Daniel Dagba is watching me. Deborah Debson is on YouTube. On Facebook, Ajola is watching me. Raina Yakubu is back again. Grace Abuajua is live on Facebook tonight. Showdown is watching me on Facebook. Mahindra is live on Facebook. Arana Men's is live on Facebook tonight. On YouTube, Ace Boogie is watching me. And also Kuli Men's live on YouTube. Rose Asari is live on YouTube. And on Facebook, Papa Ditsi is watching me. So many people around the world watching me tonight. So I would like to say thank you very much for tuning in. Jumadiana and they are starting. Ediana Equaso Amentia and the Ghana EduJC. Kevin Taylor Live na I say show be a edum. Me catch a Ghana for say did you catch or say maintain. Maintain your level. Gidi ya own Ghana nyina no bebre no depression. Bebre no yare bebre no mnimzo meko jail. Me ka bibi kire Ghana for me say am njimindi me say maintain. Bibia ntumi nya bibia o. John Mahama president NDC na also obia ntumi nya hwe. De obeye bia nko bebia. And anytime I catch John Mahama and the Ghana Police Service, the Ghana military, every single person or Ghana person or kwabonte ko ye kire mumma ne kwan. Se nipa ne kura pese sebi okoja ne nan o Jubilee House mumma ne nko. Memo obi afa ne nsan kan obia. Na emom so obi yes obey aketesem obey to trust ma mumbo the tribute to ntwene. If you say oman no sebio eba ahobambo a ye nyina ehia se ye bebo ho ban. So obi ye na adwene say obefa embrana hye nsem aye de ehia police ekache say ye we na wanya police won kwan say obebo trimutuo if you say de wo ye no ebetumi akoku eye an innocent Ghanaian enti na ehia say e wo say atiman mu a ye di mran no so ye di oman no mra so na bibia eko totin enyimbre wo hwame a nyame enhyiraw maintain your level eye TV so nyina dede ayo me na maba no me maintain dede nko bibia eye dede kwa maka kira mo say dede ne de bebre enko bibia amanfo bekem ebi mu bechem ebi mu bedidi atem ombebo dua ombe de ombe so be nyina amu wia bebiom gina no mu gina omu ni bebi akọ because yen you control we decide how the streets should talk, we decide what the street should accept. Enti nobody in Ghana can walk on the street of Ghana and believe and think say powerful that be anything I catch Ghana police. And I really appreciate the Ghana police service. I appreciate the President of the Republic for understanding that democracy in the Sebio John Mahama on Tisa Achichide no onye Jimmy Fu on fan nsan kan obia but wa uni adwempa bia obetwem obefaso. That is how it works. I really applaud the president for governing this state, this country, Ghana no well. Bibia ni we bekoso Ghana until say ye ne beka se enkoso. Ye ne am bless wa oya won hwia ye bless o emfa. We control. Me catch them say maintain. Na bibia nko bebia. I toilet mumwa with all due respect. Omo chim bebiom gina no mugina. Maintain. Enko bebia. Ye repo efi. I maintain. Answer the be womu no sebio. Technology.
Technology. I shouldn't have technology. I shouldn't have technology. Technology. I shouldn't have technology. I shouldn't have technology. Technology. I shouldn't have technology. I shouldn't have technology.
Technology. Right now, welcome to the Technology segment. Right now, this is the new segment on this show. Technology. And can technology and can cause some because you can and can be more try and technology nti enende you say a yes sala cows you omonim ehu omadwene.
When they say something, it's primary fascicles, which means
he has a case to answer.
He has case to answer. But the constitutionally instrument here is whether or not all family fascicles are true and are yes.
No, maybe.
Let me tell you. You agree? Let me tell you.
That's why.
Let me tell you. Do you understand? So it can be fabricated.
That's why
it can be lies.
So if
that's why the committee sits.
You see?
Let's have.
Let me. I'm not a lawyer. It's primary fascicles, which means
he has a case to answer.
He has case to answer. But the constitutionally instrument here is whether or not all family fascicles are true And yes.
No, maybe.
Let me tell you. You agree? Let me tell you.
That's why.
Let me tell you. Do you understand?
Committee sits.
So it can be fabricated.
That's why
it can be lies.
So if
that's why the committee sits.
You see?
Let's have
technology. There is a technology segment. Say, anka we nya technology nanka yehu ne nima because we nyansa. But ende technology, I be able to say MPP penifo be brom di anim sebio manisi sumina so mojimi. And you can hear from the almost third vice chairman Eka. Technology into and the okoda bompire ma technology na me hu se sa MPP we enya party anipa di echire sebio omunim nyansa. They are not people we at the end of the day as a nation we should even listen to for a day because of technology and hu sa nyoma we nyina technology.
What will be the first thing you do as president if you're elected in 2025?
Changing the mindset. What I'll do is, and I've started, it's good you came up with this question.
We are signing out. I just wanted one thing you do.
I'll bring all musicians together to let them come up with heroic songs, and we'll organize a concert like We Are the World. R&B, High Lives, reggae, gospel, they all come together.
Technology segment in the Ankanya technology and Kawin and Kiu Kayetiano radio so Kennedy Nyanso by your Hunanim and a old dum. It is the world technology, Okoda, Bompire technology, and then a boy who say, I'm out to be a demonstration, not placards, doors chain pa. Na police doors change pa na brass band for doors change the demonstration for technology technology go be na social media ka say hey you demonstration na come to town mo but because of technology and they use a demonstration to because so na brass band for my petition omo doors change omo demonstration police for go guard demonstration omo doors change demonstration for no dey omo a se bi omo ko pra kwa omo doors inti technology and that technology and come out for the is because of technology and internet technology.
In the first 2 years of an MPP administration, under this infrastructure for poverty eradication program, where every constituency will get $1 million every year for rural and deprived communities, under this program, there should be no village or community in Ghana after the first 2 years that would have a water problem or a toilet problem. There should be no village or community. Once we
technology and connect technology because about me nyansa but technology nti na da ho yenko be bia ye be kai omude bia sankofo ne nde omabegina say ye ne Ghana fo ye santo abamomo iti de bia no okoda bompayama technology and that is it for the technology segment. Now the last technology segment no enie eno de ye refie e be ka say otumfo ba na so abampa me koso so ampa
Obeko.
yes
Kwede.
Me call report no ama nana
Sasei.
amanfo antemase but dia me pa kire nyina ne say oh say take oka say ebia SRC president ana say oye bibi na wo ka say ebia fanfare me ye Ashanti fanfare yeti wase obi ati ase pa say wo ka say oye Ashanti festival ana wo shefa ewo Ashanti mantemu ha enu we nananu masem what you say nananu asem
man tradition
dia ye kan say yesua social studies ewo social study festival ewo wo say festival eye nananum na shefa afre nananum sunsumu ni adeade ade atai ne machi nenu no ye ya tonsa afre regional minister manabe kasa ewo ase na regional minister no antimi shefa no o ti ase moreover nananya no an obae oni ha otumfo ni kroimu ntesi na shi entiebe den ena minister ashefa otumfo ni ha yenti ase o me say wo de ade to so say wo shefa. My understanding of afa yesha na afasha ni say nananum ne bodwa amanye ni amamre ni ade ne ye
Na dru so ya tonsa frame minister we the minister no ase wo chefa. What is asem we bi?
O hye so ananani ho. Ohene
na nani ho. Eti mi fi se eya niamo ho nsem bia akoso.
Technology we mu no mo se nto aba mo mo no. Se se na naba enti kona na ho. Na waka kire na se eya regional minister ne shefa na oni ho. Enti nana be de nana ntwe na so. Technology we nkene technology anka etifie se we de nipa titiru bi na ekasa o. We de nim fe. Hwe ne ho fe. Se de hwe be ma tete be ma tenten gram bi a nenum fe. Ohwe nenum, hwe ne sia gu nenum ne fe. Enso technology enti ende yehu omo kansem ni nyina no. Yehu omo nim, yehu sebio etira esi so. Yehu omo nim dua. Yehu sane omo tie, omo suba, omo nipa ban. Enti sia no technology enti yesia yetia ni ehu. Body de nim bo ba nim hwe. Enti yene no ye hwe sa o ye nim de ye hwe. Enti technology. All right. Now let's take let's take care of business. And some team. Are we good? Can I move? Mr. S. Which part is that? Okay. I got it, Mr. S. Oh, that was the past. The past she was on vacation, right? All right. See our time, Mr. S. We will take care of it. Let me move it to the other side. All right, thank you. Now, mama social media segment stories to be quick. Now, the whole Ghana, everybody is watching. Most of our at 8 p.m. Notification. We are doing something. And internet in the Mabantem 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock Ghana time. 2 p.m. US time, 5 p.m. For Ende Ochina any Thursday. And that's how it's going to be. Tuesday. Wednesday Ochina and a Thursday, I'm going to be on air exactly 6 p.m. Ghana time. Now upon exactly 9 p.m. Ghana time. For the 3 days, we are just checking something. We just want to see how the numbers look, and in terms of omo mukofi, omo mutikamu analytics, and check it. Omo time to watch the show at what particular time. Omo spend the time on phone. Omo spend the time with TV. We are doing all because we know say. Our statistics say on TV we do about 4.5 million eyeballs every night, which is good. We are trying to add another platform. We are thinking of going on DSTV. Moving to DSTV, we just want to do some research, kakra, and then we move to DSTV. And we are doing this. So very soon, you will see us moving to DSTV, and also your new project. And shows around this time to see, because your people on the ground too in Ghana, they are doing a research around Ghana, different regions. They are checking the eyeballs. Omomushe TV at a particular time. Omomushe Los Silence TV at a particular time. Omomushe DSTV at a particular time, because we want to move Yesadi DSTV Kaho. And we are doing this. So understand, we are expanding, we are making it big. Don't be scared about the time. Part of the plan. All right. Now, we are Ghana now. This boy is a thief. Nidin the Williams and Nefi Sapon. Baby abehunu bia hu so oyewi. Omo no start ebo krono etwitwa atro sankofo nyina will go to jail. Omo they will go to jail. I've told Ghanaians to say baby abehu boy we Williams and Nefi Sapon bia sini who oyekromfo. And I want to send this message to the new IGP. And I know this thing happened 4 months ago, I think so. Time Sadia we see an IGP new one on by it. I'm just sending this message. And all the police officers are police officer Odi boy winning Sadia no. I think right before the new IGP obey IGP no, not damn parino. This boy went to the Ghana Police Service and told them say his life is in danger. And that Otuminya Bibia now me Kevin Taylor, I've put his life in danger. Into damn paremo the police escort. And a damn parema and the police escort. This boy. I am telling the new IGP that police escort, if it is still in place, take it away. Respectfully. Sir, police for Mudi Sabo Wenim Equadado police headquarters. I'm giving you to Monday. I am political police officers now. Omudi Sabo Wenim Echo Ghana Police Service headquarters Echo Charles Antrono. Guided boy will say, I'm making that statement. Now, Yaman the police escort, this was before the new IGP came into office. Now, Sir police escort, no why. I am telling the new administration, they should cease giving this guy police escort because his life is not in danger. Whatever he came to the police station to say was a lie. And I'm not blaming the new IGP. That's why I'm saying, Adewe, it took effect before he came into office. And if Saobertoso and our endorses say, this criminal, Yemen police escorter, you have to make sure that thing stops today. And yes, sir, the IGP, you will not like me. You will not be happy in your office. And I'm saying this on authority. Because we want to make sure the right thing is done. The right thing is done. And this goes to the IGP. Respectfully, I am adding a lot of respect to this. Because I know the police officers, MPP police officers, that police escort strip it off today. And I'm giving enough room. Because boy, nobody should give him police escort in Ghana. He's a thief. Ghana Police Service, the IGP, we are going on DSTV very soon. So you need to understand what I am saying. We are moving to DSTV very soon. Into Ghana Police Service, the IGP, I am sending this to you. Samama boy with police escort. Meaning damn paramo time no started Saturday, no. I think before you came into office. But if it was right before you came into office and you know about it, today, that police officer or guard boy, we know, you people should call him back. Nobody should give this criminal police protection. This is a boy, he wanted to use the president's name to dupe millions of people outside. He wanted to destroy the president who gave you a position, Mr. IGP. John Dramani Mahama gave you that position. This boy wanted to destroy John Mahama. It is your duty to stop this boy. So take that police escort from him. I'm not going to talk about this again. Williams Anefi Sapon is a thief. He's a criminal. Nobody should do business. Memma Obia or Ghana Bian in your business. Boys are on kosher them echo planning evil against people. Those boys too are going to go to jail. Ebikra Sebu Ebibe Wafim. Until we need to understand this boy is a thief. The Ghana Police Service do not. All right. Now, any papa we see we. Williams and if you sapon, ne papa a criminal. He's also a thief. He's part of the cartel. Ne so a cromfo. Williams and if you sapon, ne so a we. Nobody should do business with this woman on any banner and a bokrono no. Mema obia e mo musa chance no. And I'm running through it quickly because time no day. Boy, we Ghana for obia who say or a crumb for he's a thief. Thank you very much. Now, all right, team. 1 or 2 stories to be our sister Numa. I was say Yamamuhu. President Mahama pledges 6 months of his salary to the Ghana Medical Trust Fund. John Mahama ba no time na opposition or catch the Ghana for say a tumana. Oba be beautiful bi sa foto no so be di president a obebbo homoden adisikatum na foto no edwuma ebedi ne den ye frɛ no eye Mahama Cares se bi obetu afa the Ghana Medical Trust Fund na foto no sika Mahama pese ye de tum de o se ye nyina ne se yare bebre wo hɔ a se bi eye kwankro ye kase kwankro a eye chronic yare bi wo so a ya kwankwa ye ntumi nsia no yare bi wo so a Sebi onipa dodo won Ghana no ye health insurance no entimi cover because yare na no edin. John Mahama say ono ankasa de busuafo bi krampo ahwere ne nsa efri say yare bi wo ho a eye kwankro nti wentumi sebio enye sebio bibia na omutumi ye edisi ano kwan. Now eye Ghana Medical Trust Fund your friend Mahama Cares no and the Mahama bia no idea tare nyina ne say ye de sika puduo kese ebetum. Now, what will shame PZ? What will shame Bequai? What will shame Atonsu? Oh, shame will be chrome denu. What will shame Fanti chrome to say Ayeldo? And now was Sirim Nalarugu. What will shame our Bono chrome and now in Zima chrome? The John Safand way ebe nyina say. Yarebi to be boba. Na sa yareno health insurance and cover. Bibi to say cancer, yare bi ho a yare akese obi ho a ohia surgery bi a health insurance no entimi cover. Enti John Mahama says saa foto no Ghana fo nyina ye be sika kakra de atum na yare bi bebo Ghana ni ba e de se wo a wote Antobiase anase wote bantama udi John Mahama tem efiri se wo se ye de MPP twa wo fruma wo a bia wote PZ a wodi NDC fo atem efiri se wo nana bi ka kire wo se bi wo ya santini nti wo ye MPP ni no John Mahama se emfa ho ne party a wo dom emfa ho ene enton a wo bo John Mahama se saa foto no sa wote eye bantama ana menhia enchen ho baby na yare bow na eye kwankro yare na yentumi nso ano na yehia sikapuduo e de ayewo surgery a wobetumi akọ eme yi saa sika ni bi e de ahwe wo yare. John Mahama ehye saa bowe time na oye opposition leader eye time na owo opposition ebo a ohye Ghana for no ende John Mahama ebedi president no saa ebo no wedi so ema ende eye Ghana Medical Trust Fund eye foto no we bia no na de wanwa wo mu se yese utu sia no wakyere de ese amwa na moka amwa amasem John Mahama ende obie foto we ano no ose ono busumi nsia na ketua ye ne Ghana fo betua no ose ode to eye de foto nim sebio ankorankora sika wo mu nsem kakra indwumaku a sika wo mu nsem kakra nipa bi a sika wo mu nsem a omopese omudi sika koto foto nim no John Mahama se obepese ye nyina beka etira bom na saa foto no ye de sika poduo betum sene ebeye a ebia obi nim aida yare bebo ye omrante bebre nam Ghana etwa ye omo ebi mo ho a omo twehye omo nantem ebi mo so ho a omo spinal cord achia ebi mo ho a omo akoma yare kese pa ebi mo ho a omo nim ada sebio ebebo mato bebre no didi John Mahama tem enso yare e wo mo ho nti bra ehyehyɛ omo ho etwa ehyehyɛ omo ho a omo bre no enunti ela John Mahama ede de ede saa eye foto we aba into ose saa foto we eye Ghana for foto into so ye Ghana ni a ebeye se wonso wo be support aban we na e foto no ye de sika egum ye nyina ya boa ose saa foto we enye ne nko ane dia enye ne dia enye ne madea eye ye nyina ye dia ene John Mahama kasaye into ye Ghana ni na wo hweme a aban papa aba a odwene wo ho sebio and the obeti o TV so yes obi say kokoram anasa yare bi ato ne batrim o say de ko abroche ko ne surgery obi o so yare bi ato de ne nana akomam o say ko ne heart saa efutuo we dwumadi a ebedi no yare bi etumi bonipa na sebio yenya ho sika John Mahama say futuo we dwumadi ebedi no nti ebetuma bo hene ebetuma bo maame yare ebetuma bo ba yare ebetuma bo me yare ebetuma bo obi a nti John Mahama say bibia bro different proactiveness I will say ya dwen kokan I will say ma ya adwene mu do na ehu say yare etumi ba ebre bia enti de John Mahama ye ne say saa foto we within kind in a 6-month salary eto eye de na ketua busumi nsia obedi president mena wo ka say John Mahama bedi president sika yetua ne kanyina wo say accountant general nyantua ne ka saa sika no motama busumi nsia da afri January besia ne yemfa nkoto foto nim na saa foto no yen start ever kakra entutum momentie John Dramani Mahama ende okasa efa Mahama cares asem we hum.
I have a personal connection to non-communicable diseases, and that is because my father died in 2001 and he died of prostate cancer. My mother died in 2016 and she died of complications of high blood pressure and diabetes. My stepmother died of breast cancer. I lost a friend and somebody who worked for me last year. We celebrated 1 year since she passed. I'm sure most of you know Mawena Dumo. She died of breast cancer. And currently, I have a staff in my office whose son is in his 30s and is on dialysis, is suffering kidney failure. And so these are not things that are far away from us. These are things that are close to us. These are loved ones that we're talking about. And so like Prof. Saite said, we must not see them as statistics. We must see them as real lives that we need to touch and help. But there's the even sadder story of one of my confidants and strong supporters when I started this whole political journey. He was an assemblyman, and he was an executive of our party in Bole Bamboy, where I started my political career as a member of parliament. Very close to me, went everywhere with me. Anytime I went back to the constituency, he was in charge of the southern zone, and so anywhere I went, he went with me. And a few years back, he started to have a problem with his kidneys. And so at the time, there was no dialysis north of Kumasi. And so if you had kidney failure anywhere above Kumasi, you had to travel to Kumasi to do dialysis. And so he used to travel from Bole Bamboy like once every week to do dialysis, go back, and the cost was unbearable. I tried to help as much as I could. Eventually, he needed more, a dialysis treatment, and so he couldn't be going and coming. So he had to move his whole family to stay in Kumasi, rent accommodation in Kumasi, so that he could be close to Comfort Noche, where he was undertaking the dialysis. Sold his motorbike, sold his TV. And much as I also tried to support, the cost was becoming unbearable. Eventually, he died. And he died leaving poverty behind because he sold all his assets to be able to look after himself. And so we had to take care to support some of the children to be able to finish school and all that. These are real stories. And that is why what we're doing today is important, because it will touch a lot of lives.
PZ4, the Jomahama Canabro from Mamina Buchanam Jum, Sanabia PZ4 Betty Asie. Your can say, Yaria, a debia, a ha. Sebio Yenim de Yaria, ana ada Yaria, Ebebonipa, or say on Rangasana Papa. Unya prostate cancer, Emma Sebio or Shrenenkwa. On one mame, diabetes kakra, any air blood pressure kakra, complications kakra be beka home mame, and so Shrenenkwa. Next stepmother, and so enya breast cancer. And a sebio, this stepmother so efrimu. Onim nipa bebra, sebio nipa bikura omo bana. On rangas and yonko pa, sebio or starting the politics. On yonko chucho mucho. Eba eye yare bebo no, send you utimi free slim because a kwaya ocha and okoba. Or say nipa bikura ben with the jumemua, omomba and the omo ede dialysis, kidney problem. Into say, here, sir, or your president, otumi etwa foot will be toho. Na saa foto no eno na yedi sika begum na sebio wa wo ye asante hene nana a wo ti PZ a sebio asase a wa asante memu nya ya wo dia no yare bi bow na sebio menhia ntube enyi sika amawo sefa ko UK ko ye surgery a wo betuma ko mahama cares foto nim a wo ye Ghana ni ba no ye betam sika amawo na wo dia kwesa wo ho yare sebio ebia de bia de wo so nana ne otumfo asase a wo bekwa nyina ya wo dia sebio asante asase de wo de obi anim so na nadia na mo yare bo sisi ana unya cancer ana unya eye ulcer ana unya breast cancer sebio sata na otumfo e busy na ebi otumfo tu kwan na ebi otumfo ya de foforo bi ye nya sika ma efiri so otumfo na nanam doso ye ni time ye be fra wo nko atam sika hye wunsem efiri sa konwa no enya wo nko awodea John Mahama say we bie Mahama care eno ban na ebie eya wodia eya media eya ono nso ne madia eya otumfo madia da eya wo so nananom dia yare kwankro ebo na sesebio yentumi enso ano emu aya den sikasam ho aya den saa Mahama kes foto no eno ene ye betam na yeyi musika na ye dia ma wo de hye na sebio wudi atem no ye betam saa sika na dia ma wo de hye no na wo de hye no ye dia hwa wo yare enti Mahama kes ne sebio enya bole bamboy fo dia sebio enya ntafo dia sebio enya wonafo dia ni akase we dia NDC fo nko an de benya ho faso sebio eya asantefo so dia sebio eya yeni a yetuti a NDC no yenso ye dia eya yeni a yedi Mahama atam de bia wo TikTok yeni a yenimu hwanhwan se ko obi ma yeni so ye dia yeni a sebio yemfie ko enim kakra ye jimi a yehu sa aban koso a tribe nti yempese abadwo atum no Mahama case we foto no eya won so wo dia into nyansani di so a sebio wajimi kura ombu so ye kwase ampanyi ohwe wapom din ehia no into Mahama case no enya de bia sebio eye enda ne ochina ne betwam the next 42 years NDC te power no obia oya Ghana ni bia yare kwankro sebio ebeto maame so ebeto papa so ebeto so ato ba so no John Mahama se aban wei edwene wo ho ompe wei na apeka ya motiom oya this year nende cancer ye wa oya sure say this year na wo ye no ye betam sika de wako UK ye ntam nko UK if you say enya this year wo ye nti e no tumfo betam sika ma osefa ko UK me cancer so biem say oya santini ba ye this year nende wo twe bebo ho na say o pesika akoye surgery na wo yin sika ko hospital sebio otumfo say tutu akonwa na wodi no sebio na ne chefo no doso ontumi ntam gold ni nyina ma wo nko a enti abehwe wani ma wawu eni ntina NDC aban say adehye dodo amudi John Mahama atem no sebio MPP fo dodo amudi John Mahama ne NDC fo atem sebio imokua mudi di mematem se ma ye campaign di John Mahama ba power no musa mokua no yare kamwa sa Mahama cares we no sa fund we no ene na beje wo nkwa ntu nya mokua bo nsem ma John Mahama mesesa wo nya mokua bo nsem fa so nyame nimunyam na fa hye John Mahama nimunyam every say nyansa ene aban papa ba me say wo a wo hwe me wo nya mokua bo nsem echo ya mokua ena sa asem dede we untumi bo nsem mama yanko enim we ya John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana na dia akono se ende bibi foforo asesi egigim dia siri nyina ne se eye John Mahama wo position o hye Ghana for bo me say MPP 1 year pepepe John Mahama we first year na mo party no ya ne settle let you pa ya pepa ya to dia to ball mo dia John Mahama ne NDC ye no dia aban papa we ye no e kire we jimi now asamfoforo say sia ehunu so emu ode we ekoma adehye no mo amoya adehye na mudi John Mahama atem no mo amututi a NDC no mo na saa asem we ekoma mo efri say asem papa de ba sebio mo amompese mo giatum no muntina sebio asem papa ne ba we so ya adefoforo John Mahama ebo a ohye Ghana a wedi so we ye boben ansa ne ekoto aba no Mrs. Yeah, I spoke on it. Answer ne ekoto aba no. John Mahama share Ghana for bo say akorebia under his watch as the President of the Republic and under the watch of the great NDC political party. Or say enkwara mu be free SS ababa beko university eye tertiary institutions eye aban na hwesu bia no John Mahama ka say omo first year tuition no ya de becha omo efri say e wo say ye ma awofo no space na sebio omo so no aban tumi so awofo na sene kakra ende sa e boshe na John Mahama share Ghana no abem government launches portal for first year students of public tertiary institutions to register for financial support under no fee stress policy. It is John Mahama says share sabono na nipa begin say John Mahama any NDC omuntumi nye ene me no ka say John Mahama aban NDC aban alanche eye portal ye ka se portal a yo abrofo aye bibia sebio se medwudwe mo wate ase a etesa PZ fo na munyina maka mutira bom se mubeye bibi na bibi na mobeye no mo begege den mo begege eto mo be join the PZ with all due respect ebia omo no red wo PZ no PZ red consuming eye de men and women na ebede ne aboabo ma no e wo se munya eye book ba ku bi to sa force cap book tenten no okwa na akotro wudi se oh me pese me be part of PZ eye red association enti sa book ne betro wudi ya enta wudi wo book ni ma na akere se won so no sa emwa red association de ma ana se eye de ekuo no pese o join ne yaji watum and ye bie eye sa portal no meaning say enkwara no fee stress no first year no omoko aban institutions tertiary institutions no yesi ye bie pono no ama yesi obia matchro ni din na sebio free first year tuition no free no and ye bie book no obia matchro ni din my na simple ama medwudwam because portal de so sibia portal tie no sebio nya nipa dodo mo PZ nya na te portal ase enti book na ye bie ma obia matchro ni din say media maker free tuition no ho no first year no yende John Mahama ban alanche ye the book na to ye bie computer no be chiro wudin na co school free 1 year na o second third fourth year no sebio sa time na nduru no agi loan e de atoa so enti ejebo no ende John Mahama ene NDC for ejana bedu Inti free no fee stress no and any be a book no. Wow bako government tertiary institution biano or who quite say obeko akotro din first year student. On funny din kwashem say me any afami first year student. John Mahama say me betro me din if you say afiba ko edem anima me school no enya ade me betua school fees. Inti eno na me dwudwam ama mo PZ fo ni bi mate ase. Mesra wo MPP ni now they will say MPP ni de twa ofuruma MPP na wo do the NDC ye nyina woni nso a oye branch chairman oye executive a on pese wo babeko akwaji free no fee stress ibia mesra wo tro letter koma school ni say wo ye MPP ni on pese John Mahama be ma wo ba no free tuition ni bi wo ye MPP chairman. At this point I'm expecting all MPP chairmen, MPP women organizer, MPP DN for nyina mo Ghana say munko school wonko kanche schools ne say me wo fa se me nuaba eba university John Mahama ne first year free fee na amanfo entua no munko yi mudin free if you say yenim se mo mududo no de saa de we mu ni nje ho enti we gidigidi nim mama metna TikTok nka say ai ena John Mahama enkura no be say tua ompa ko school wo ka kire school no penyini ne say ompe wa wo betua because diba bebre we kire a omuhia samwa no. Into Mr. MPP for tomorrow, the NPP as a political party, they should issue a statement to their followers and sympathizers. Say, so your MPP ni na John Mahama no fees stress policy ediaba say first year students na Omubewura University nursing training polytechnics aban schools no sebio NPP for release statement say we MPP ni anisa oba enjoy this. Ye pese MPP for yes ade no ye pese mo amote TikTok no mo preach sa message no say so ye MPP ni nko ade a oba eko university a first year no wan kasa ko tua fees if you say MPP for say we no entumi enye dwuma enti yesremo the NPP as a political party and mo followers no momma we nya mo campaign mon kanche MPP for say John Mahama has started 8-year school fees of first-year students in public universities, public tertiary institutions. Into more MPP for the money into Bianco. Now go can't school for penny for say only moba and free. More university tertiary institutions are Ghana public. More Muslim first year more trying TESCON. More from TESCON membership on Fanco school more can't say because we are TESCON members into you don't want to be part. And this is for more campus. I want you people to write to the TESCON group on campus. Say all the first year students to be members of TESCON or MPP for Kwarano. They should all write to the school authority. Norman country almost said they don't want to be part of Adeweya John Mahama Diaba. Into a better TESCON for release statement. Say MPP for Kwarano tertiary institutions or joining TESCON. They should release a statement that they don't want to be part of this no fees stress policy. Senebeya, omo support NDC agenda. John Mahama Trimupo, Nyansa MPP NDC diaba ebebo my we hu ban no. Sanko for no yemfa sa sika no hwe omma. If you say yentumi fa sika nkɔhwe kwasiampanyi ba. Kwasiampanyi ni a ondwene Ghana ho yie. Kwasiampanyi ni a on support ade a ebeboa Ghana fo nkora. Yemfa sika no hwe enyansafo a omo support the ideas, the policies of the NDC. Inti NPP for yesremo. Wa we ninje hono, kochro wudin say yenyi wudin film. It is very important. Inti ende asempapa aba oya Ghana ni a ba we ninje. Eche we your twi and a problem. Me mama amote TikTok, NPP for amote TikTok. Me mama assignment. Munyina munya video. Na mun kanche NPP for nkwara amoko university. Tertiary institutions aya bind there say mama obia enkoje sa 1 year free no fees ribi. Mon kanchira mo preach that message because your person Ghana for our money NDC for eco school 1 year for free. Kwasi afo. Next time mu nipa mo bubu no ejimi for. Now asemesi wo Kumasi. It's exactly 3 p.m. That is Ghana time no 7 p.m. We are good team. Ye beju dwani nyina mu. Yanko bebia. When I'm to Ghana, more demonstrations really by invitation. And ya Ghana for and come who say demonstration strictly by invitation that I demonstration here invitation won kwa bra we 28 Ghana what Jimmy o mo and Kenya Ghana and come who say demonstration strictly by invitation that say ye kwakọ ye de be fo bi ho ade demonstration ye ma obi ababi dey say strictly by invitation demonstration kitwe bi placards bebre strictly by invitation demonstration me who be da ni battery fe ye be chamo ana ye be chamo ana ye be cheko say and a demonstration so pampi demonstration must strictly by invitation me who be da demonstration am I invite please come we there demonstration mu sala koko sala mo no strictly by invitation demonstration about 28 pe ke be chamo o ma ko dis kedio me be say me ka se bi kire mo am ye badwimba fo na munim nyansa pa na let me show you, let me ask you this me ka se bi kire me to aso you see imrebi bonfa kwatiketwa muka imrebi sa boy si omo ye demonstration mu bi esom kwachi galamsey fo muka me kire mo amoso ye demonstration mo kwasea me kire mo de ye de mo ye me say sa anko for mo nya dwumo omo yusu mu so mo agimi ma me ka asem ntum tirim se de atikrom ha ena kwatiketwa se wakọ galamsey site akwakochi Chinese fo ne antia ena kotiketwa beka kire se wokutatuo ode ne nkofo omakọ galamsey site akọchi de akọchi eye galamsey fo na kotiketwa ya ọkọchi galamsey fo no do you know say sa assembly de court now do you know the funny thing munim bibi anytime ka jen say mo strictly by invitation demonstrators no mo agimi kotiketwa eso ọkọchi Chinese fo eme de san nkofo de ko gina court Chinese fo de say de omo court for 9 times your friend kotiketwa so me witness wadakam mumuza kotiketwa so okoye unim sa kotiketwa ko chi san nkofo no wie no ena kotiketwa ko jiska court aya police prosecutor na or prosecute Chinese for no Takrady Circuit Court asem na making Takrady Circuit Court kotiketwa ka so akochi galamsey for mukai sa galamsey for kotiketwa so achi omo no ochi sa galamsey for say Chinese for de no ene de assembly court ene ka che kotiketwa say ombra metna dekam as a witness Takrady Circuit Court mumuza kotiketwa say adentina wanko kotiketwa ko jisika galamsey Chinese for no for 9 times court your friend kotiketwa cho letter man kotiketwa anko ebisin there and the kotiketwa ka cho so ye demonstration di nechi mumuza say kotiketwa adena kochi galamsey for no wanko court anko ye witness because per the court document mamenchro go and find out, go to the court here the records are there, go to Li Boasheng 55 years omo echi omo no Li the Drui 35 years and Li Zhengjun 51 years. Now go to Takrady Circuit Court. Chinese for me and sa mamimbo mudinchiro. Sa kotiketwa we kwasia wo nya dwuma. Mumuza say na kotiketwa asamna your friend Takrady Circuit Court aden na one court 9 times. They reached out to kotiketwa 9 times. Come and be a witness because when I also kochi unim de oyeye. Omo chi nkofo no wie no na kotiketwa ko jiska. And written a besin there, kotiketwa nsheda enka sa asem no adentina wanko court anko e witness mumusa kotiketwa mo Jimmy na jobless fools we edadawo go to Takrady Circuit Court, go there and ask say sa case na ye de eyedien Chinese for me ensa ye freba ko Li Boasheng we di 55 years and Li Deru also the 35 years and Li Zhengjun 51 years sanko for me and sawi oko Takrady Circuit Court Takrady Circuit Court a hona case ni wo now mumbusa say identity a friend say on metna court na onya witness because ono na say okochi Chinese for no unum nam ye omochi Chinese for no we no and the Chinese for no boss na frɛ kotiketwa because a kotiketwa appear o court sa Chinese for you to be jail omo mumusa say case dikosi say kwasia na mama Jimmy for we and nam Ghana ne hu fin Jimmy for na no nsuo ni hu fi wei yarefo rapist wei kwase dada mo mo china mo musan se kotekete wei eya den ne frau 9 times or court one call okoji sika o Chinese for no boss no ho because some catch and say so or appear or court near free case na oya witness e be jeli Chinese for no mo musan sa den one court 9 times kotekete one na Ghana ai de nimu fin se ofuiba kikan kwase asem ye demonstration mon fra mo koteketo amusa no koteketo aboa ene gina oba jawa na wusu mon buza koteketo se aden wan kokoto micro D mon buza micro D koteketo okoti Chinese for no ato Chinese for. The trick was that senka court ekoye witness say ono na Chinese for no ne nkwase for na ye be jeli Chinese for no tamusika ma no enunti na be sinne ye friend otakra the circuit court say ombra no metena box mu na o admit say ono na Chinese for no ono na ye witness to the crime they were committing koteketwa ayedin mumusa no me obi ya dia metumi na anam ka say we momu ye nwan o say ye momu poison no mu di no mu om de say nkura enti mo fra koteketwa na mu say for 9 times because he was the prime witness of that case and I'm a prime witness and you know so kwachi omo ya jani case for 9 times mo musan say adentina wan court for 9 good times kwatikiti kwasi ya mpenyi we nam Ghana where just a dirty riffraff onye djuma he's jobless ultimate tuane bills Chinese for no kwaji sika omo intimi de okay mo fan say me mabodam mo musan kwatikiti say adena 9 times your friend wan kotena dake mo musan keke mumuza kwateketo amon friend mbuza no kwasia oye se Ghana no eyekuo kitiwa bi dia mo de munim de eba na mama me ko benim extortionists like that kwateketo Jimmy for. Now look at this story. Edum asamesi wo ho asamesi wo edum nyina ne say yes say traders at Edum Blue Lights oppose KMA's plan to reconstruct the ravaged market, insists they are ready to self-fund the project. You see, a Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly for say a jar a top PZ Edum nipa bebreja padie sheye the reasoning na say na traders ana edwadifo a na ebi wo edum no omo de gas hihye omo dem ebi so aye illegal connection ebi ma illegal connection ena ebi mu so no eye hydrant a insuo befam ma ya de adum gya no omo sisi store esi so efiri so omo so omo na na asase aban abaye hydrant a sebio insuo ye yansu a pressure wom na ye de adum gya omo PZ won bi egu concrete wo hydrant ne so and almost store was so ukobuso omo nana ne otumfo enti se omo nana ye otumfo nkwa de eja ne nhye ene eja no so hye omo ende KM say omo pese omo boa na omo si edien eye edwa no eye PZ fo ni bia omo nom red no omo say omo ntiase omo ankasa de omo sika besi PZ no ohun ti bia ohun de bia meka kire mo sankofo we omo asem ba ja omo no omo mre. So oma semoba na se eja eda omu tirim no mo eja ehye omu pempema jaima eja ne hye omu ankoduru omu hwinim omu se eduru omu hwinim na eye ku omu ano omu nsuo these were the same people NPP minority ko gina adwom ho ka kire omu se omu hye aban ne se afa aban ne fa sika mra no meden omeye edum market no yehu edum market fo ne bi na omuti TV so ka se NDC aban ende de eja ne hye no time ansuo efa nkofo wo eye de ahunamemu no NDC aban ko pay sika mo adenti de eja hye omo de NDC aban pese omo beye Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly eto bi omagibia eye aban sika enso won say omo ye say omo de eye sika ne bi ebesi dwa no omo so omo mpene. It is because adi bi omo ye bia no omo ni da ho ene jam se nkofo we bi no sa okoto se eja ehye omo a mane hye omo Edu point aka ka no mawu a na wabo omo efiri se eno na omo de be kai omo nchi de to omo se agya start se ehye na pempe na udum na on kai enti ma agya ne nsia medu ne kon na enka ne hwene enti udum gya na next time onam na so oni atikọ oni ani na owo hwene nko a obekai se ne nkwasi ade bi oye ye nti ne nde oni ano oni hwene oni atikọ a owo de eni nko a. That is the issue. These were the same people MPP ba adwom ho ebeka say omo insist say John Mahama aban no ebe yi sika ba be si market na mete ameka kire Ghana for say edum market no enya aban dia o say aban decide say obey bibi we edum a eye voluntary eye aban na eye aboa eni say ende aban say opese oboa omo mo adwom so omo mpene omo apese omo ye uni de omo pese omo ye. Now the moment they push aban away, the moment they take over the construction of the market, what is going to happen is say, a jana eto edum no, 10 times probability say a beto edum in 2 months, no, it is high. You know why? Because a banker say or rebuild the KM na, a bank has to make sure say all the rules are a govern building a market. Or say a bind the running in so. Baby also see hydrant or say hydrant. Baby also try quite to or say try quite to. Baby also making sure say pedestrians. Because they don't want the government to come in and make sure all these things are done right. Because Sabanka say or Baba build the edumna. I was say electrification system ye. Na yayen regularizing or send a beya obi wo eduma onya illegal connection and man for fire outbreak imba. Now these are the small things no more edum peas at blue light one. These were the things they were doing. Majority of them were running this market on illegal lines. 90% of them, a German no more light bill, no more running on illegal lines. 90% of them, a German no more na more gas esis your shops. 90% of them, hydrant na insuo jinema yedibe dum jano. Sa hydrant no more titiso, almost is stores was so. 90% of them, a jana no woman, no omunim say there are so many things that are not right, but because they were making illegal money there, no, they did not care. And it's not a bankers or person or streamlining a jana or 1 penny because there are so many of them there, and there's a bank jana omutum light bill. They cannot open a shop. There are so many of them that a bank air market now. There are so many illegalities that ain't to be koso, and it's not they are pushing back. And anything I'm say omon penny say KMA na want the right to build a city, to build the town, to make sure the town is demarcated well, the market space is actually shared in the right way, exit plans are there, entry is better. Omon pese sa de besi because sa nipa kakrana na omo edumo no, the illegality they were doing there no omo twati. In this one go deeper. I deal with no more resisting, no, and yet because of KMU, it is because of illegality. No to me yet. Hey, a janet to a dumino, PZ, no. There are about 3 or 4 things in a major toho. 1, illegal connections. 2, gas. I will need you know them. 3, hydrant. I was a so neja to a bedum. Sign your way and a she jano. And you'll be a betray jatumu. And you'll be and a betray jatumu. And yet. Kasa actions and a shigano and it ende care me pesa oba na oba fix almost omon pene na mi buso sem penifo fia in penifo fia boss. What do you want me to read, Mr. S? No, don't. We are not going to spend time on it. Which one? Okay. Get me the statement, Mr. P. Get me the statement. Mr. P, get me the statement. Yes, I need to read it. Inti dia uwu wahano. Eye deliberate. Eye fascicate. Eye premier fascicate. Eye omusu baino no. Uko kanu kurechiro mo. Uko kanu mweni upe. Omo be danene into otumfuo. We didi na natem. Debia metna TV so ka kira santefuo. Omuso me ya santefuo chemi. Mepe obi odi 1 tape, single tape beba social media. Say Kevin Taylor do 2 for them. I'll quit my job. What you say, Jimmy? It is not going to stop me from telling you the hard truth. Answer now, Mokay Kano. And no one shame ding. So August be do 2 for tema na ma ahye me den. Woni ma de kro. If you say it means asem no kona me catch them no e komutirim. Nobody in Ghana, even from Menchia, can bring a single tape and say Kevin the Dimatem we do 2 for tem. Or 2 for said to show be anywhere here Ghana me show. He loves what I am doing to you people because nana no mu bi mo Jimmy. The more I'm yes na e mama taban ne yekese, then it means that I am really making an impact in some of you, your foolish lives. Because mon kwasi adini bi na ese asanteman. Enti mo pa edum no, mo amon ko chichire. Mo amon ko mu illegal connection. Mo amon ko de mbesa mo ye, eja to mo ebebo mpa ma na hye mo. Every say mo mu bi no mo agimi. You don't want change. You don't want anything better to come home. Nanka asem we si nanka a whole KMA epese obua na ye chichire a. Why do you stop it? It is because you are doing something illegal. Enti, I am not going anywhere. And I will not go anywhere. And I will insist that the right thing is done. I am not going anywhere. And yet the mo beka na bese bibi. And yet the mo asantifoni bi. Mo amuti kumasa na mo beka na bese bibi. Sebio. Omo mu di hini fiti omo kwara brenko mo jahindi no hoko. Now who are you? Ain't me? And yes, because me do 2 for attempting a master benum. No, I am still waiting for you people to come show me one tape. I made you 2 for attempt. Because the 2 for himself, once and to phone mu do a minimum chemo, mumu do or 2 for himself minimum chemo. Because on to me can be bedroom or can what them. Because the 2 for trouble to send me unim de ye. Ain't it? Mombramu wase na yen tumu for nian tiamo, mumubi na mo Jimmy. I don't care. Mamika will be you can choose to vote against the NDC for 50 years. I don't fucking care. Me and family who. And you want to problem, no? And you me. Maintain. This is another thing. Almost on penny. Care me. Say, pizza to for some penny. I'm in my life, momo. But you see, the reason why I'm in my life, momo, and say, Sebio, and you'll be a pizza to be an or convert. And you'll be a pizza to be an illegal connection. And you'll be a pizza to be an Sebio with Jimmy. Care me. You need to find a way to make sure the right things are done. They need to adhere to the rules and regulations. And just how we are peace at it, over to me the one castle and Russia will come on same now why a light. No. KMA should insist that they supervise the rebuilding of PZ Blue Light. So almost someone pinia it should not go on. Abaina omani ya chichiro. Enyam kwasi adibi ni yeyo. Enti nipa kuo bintumi ndwene say because adena moye no hono se moye any illegality wo ha obi wo oye innocent oba PZ so obedidwa kwase binti na gas akọ explode na ni pewu dabi me mame me wofa me se wa bi betuma aba PZ wo so obeto ade kwase bi illegal connection ti ebekum wofa maintenance mempene. Into the KMA you need to be resolute. You need to make them understand PZ you know and the omukọ chichiri no space, but as far as PZ esi Ghana asase so they need to adhere to rules and regulations. It's very important. Thank you. Yes, now, Mr. P, that's a long statement. Mr. P, what do you think? I just saw it in the, that's a long statement. Do you want some parts, you want to highlight some parts, or you just want me to go straight and take care of everything? It looks like a long statement, Mr. P. Yeah. I have it on the system, though. If you want me to go through everything, I will try, but it's quite a long statement, Mr. P. Yeah. Team, look at it. If you want to highlight some points, just do the highlighting quickly and let me know. We should go through it. Okay, then give me the highlights, please, team. I beg you. All right. So, another story, and with the MPP for Naba. Exactly 4 p.m., which is 8 p.m. Ghana time, we will switch to the CJ issue. Ghana Bar Association in some of the Aba, then we take care of business. Now you're upon exactly at 9 Ghana time. Inti mensu, we have time day. Now, Kojom Pieni na ye chief of staff, Emma ye papa kufo, wambe bobra. Ya papa kufo, wambobra ba kukra. Obaye, ye eyi kakra obedi ye aban kakra obedi ye eyi bia okobi o kana san buofu. Now Mr. Mpieni papa we enana ye chief of staff ema ye papa kofo papa we na Canada Japan didi na temse ni tisa monchen. Mr. Mpieni nyame hira bebia wo bia wakasa afa eye who born doctor no and I said eye MPP for thank you to na almost omoko no. Now who born doctor na ekoso no. All right, highlight it for me, Mr. S. Highlight that for me. Who born you to na eye ekoso no e din sembe braba and ye nyina be hu say the MPP from day one who born dog and I say thank you to na omo ye it's all to project Baumia. Eye the Mike Okwe ne report no na Baumia eyi party bi wom and na opeso de campaign, that's all. Thank you to is not to reconcile anything. It's not to bring the party back. It is for them to project Baumia to make Baumia the flag bearer. And I'm telling you on authority, Mahamoud Baumia will be the flag bearer of the NPP. Omo decide here we. The Abu Babia Enko Babia. Mahamoud Baumia too will not cross 24% in 2028. It's one case and you are stuck. Now, Mr. Mpieni, or no, and J.A. Kufuor, chief of staff. Onana Sebio Otukufuofo. Onna Sebio Kufuor Bino. Na yehuni se Sebio Onimnyansa on the president Kasa, President T. And the MPP for who born doctor na omoyana. Edidiatem, Sekanchien, Asumbo, any nimtia abemuno. Papa mpedifo more party no so akasa. Omo hu say bibi koswa enye also mo so de omano de etum. Now, who born dog eye tono estati wiki in Sembebre see within 3 days 4 days in Sembebre. Say ahwe ne apekwan bi so unstop these animals. That's how I call them because they cannot organize themselves. Ya unstop this tower. Who born doctor we ebeku nipa. Now, Kodjon Pieni Akasa or say the chairman is the leader of the party. He should be the face of this tour, not a candidate who may want to contest as flag bearer again. Tie brofono. Kodjon Pieni wa bin ye. Papa Fireman we Canada Japan ya muhuna na adwene adwume. Okache papa we say ni tise amonche. Yes. And I'm Kodjon Pieni ne kofo so na Canada Japan be ye nipa. And the onama otutu na basa se owosika. Saa ne kron no sika na oso wenya no. Eye Kodjon Pieni mu ene bo Canada Japan ma ne be ye nipa. And the Canada Japan otumi gina simpieni no aka che Kodjon Pieni se ni tise amonche. Canada Japan otumi bi na no. Edi eye Kodjon Pieni atem. Kennedy ote America Bronx. Na konkonte no chichere. Onye djuma papa bia na brabom. Ejuma bia ni America obekwa ebeka se Canada Japan he used to work here. Ebi ni ho. Enti de bia na mi taxi 4. On kanu kre. Now, eye Kodjon Pieni or say chairman na or that party na no. Oni na the leader of the party now. Because right after election 2024 no, the campaign na a campaign to win elections no, it got dissolved. Right now we don't have any campaign in the party. The day to abani we ye can say John Mahama win elections no, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ceased to be the flag bearer of the NPP, meaning as we speak today the party has no flag bearer. Inti why say yebeko to na yemma the chairman of the party why say bosom yehwe junso guru so ontumi nkasa. Why are they not allowing the chairman of the party to be the face of the who born doctor no? Why Kodjon Pieni busa? Because or see to make Baumia the face of the tour no, and to make Baumia the face of the who born doctor no, or say it is problematic, or say a deliberate ni pebi na asheda epese omoma Baumia esa contest be wini flag bearership ni biem enti na omde Baumia enim aye the campaign tour no. Kodjon Pieni na ekasa. But yatra ha ka kire Ghana for say Sato way it is not about MPP. It is about Baumia repositioning himself and installing himself on the party. Here right now no MPP omu Baumia be albatross, a force. Because our some sense of entitlement say, Now, or your vice president for 8 years, or be a running mate for 8 years, for 16 years, no, or be any party ma onim nyansa channel. Into Bawumiana no nya MPP nina, ne crown or Boma Kufonti or Bank of Ghana, ya slotted no, not only party card about MPP adding, a running mate, no. Today, Bawumia few say, or this year, child this year, no. And it's always steady Bawumia Kasim, and the way he moves with his team. Bawumia technically is doing a coup. He's self-imposing himself on the party. The party pill, Bawumia will be the one who will be their flag bearer. And Meka Namosre, the NPP as a political party, Mahamudu Bawumia was sketching Ubia, Kennedy, Agrono, the uncle to 80 million. Sika Bawumia and Yere Samira a in that 8 years. The indirect Sika Omuria through companies insurance companies. And the chrono boy, Bawumia still believes say, or that financial might, to still lead a rig an election. Inti Bawumia and the team, they don't respect any fool in the party. They don't respect the NPP constitution. Every single step, Biano, Omu say they are running the party, the day-to-day running of the party. No, Bawumia believes say on the running, and into the end, Kojom Pieni, or betina NPP muni and wo Bawumia. Or say party no, motono mokono, omoboa. Now, Kojom Pieni esa kansen fofro. Or say I believe they should take a step back. What is happening is not good for the party. Suspend the tour, get back indoors, and find a way out of this mess. Kojom Pieni say, Mun take Kevin Taylor advice no the man when rano. Or say, tour no, mun suspending the end the ya. Dia ye uno, say party ni more if you say mwe Jimmy. Andra mi advice NPP say, suspend the tour this week. And Miss Shemo, I in fact insisted say, I am commanding the MPP to suspend the tour. And the Kojom Pieni say, Ampa, Kevin Taylor son or can nyansa womb. The NPP should take a step back. Because what is happening, no, it does not look like a reconciliation tour. It looks like war, where people are planning to kill each other on a tour. It looks like a plan for people to murder people on a tour. Into Kojom Pieni say the NPP should listen to Kevin Taylor. I advised you people yesterday. In fact, I didn't advise, I insisted. I commanded you people to end this unnecessary tour. Now, Kojom Pieni sa kan sembi. Osidieng. Sorry. Arthur Kennedy, also a founding member of the party. Also, Kabibia for the war torn. Because right now we all know say the war torn and your thank you tour or who born you dog who born dog tour, aka war tour. This is a war tour. Oma you say omo kwa kontokwa. Yebe poison obi pe, yebe ku obi pe. Sato we wie ni eku obi ya poison obi yere ye ku obi. Sato we wie ni awo obi sika yen wie ni a poison obi pe. I'm promising you people. Sanko for we to we ni a poison ni patre no boku mu nyina to atwene. We mo de mercury begu aduane mu sisia. O te bas ni na woda na we refill water bottle de begum. See a core party event na see eche aduane me se to we enwie ni ekum bebre we a murder tour. This is a murder tour. Arthur Kennedy swato aswa kasa. Or say he wants to speak on the war tour. Dia na wakafa war tour no. Or say I will only endorse Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia if he can show one instance on the record when he condemned the National Cathedral, Galamsey, and corruption. Arthur Kennedy, or America, or a doctor, or Kahoni TMPP, or say, or no, or be endorse Bawumia, se Bawumia eka eye adie baako pemana. Unma ko busano. Or se Bawumia enche a single day officially on one kasa ejina stage condemning the illegal National Cathedral na ikufuado $58 million omudi no. Where did he ever stand on any platform to condemn a National Cathedral? Ose Bawumia epe ono endorsement now pese Ghana for so onye trufo. He should tell Ghana for say he fan ojina platform so condemn Galamsey. officially as Mahmoud Bawumia on one instance onya official platform or kasa seriously against Galamsey. And also third one or see a hifana Bawumia time or vice president for 8 years or to me official platform or to me condemn corruption. Or say Nyoma Miensawi Bawumia is the hallmark of Nyoma Miensawi. I said that is what Bawumia stands for. He cannot endorse Bawumia because Bawumia cannot answer these 3 questions. The party in Penifoni say the party stands for corruption, the party stands for Galamsey, the party stands for duping Ghanaians. And the party in Penifoni krom wo fobuno. Omunim say the party is the corrupt party. Arthur Kennedy indirectly is telling Ghanaians say that party you see is a party that encourages corruption. It's a party that encourages Galamsey. It's a party that encourages misuse of national funds. And Arthur Kennedy call your founding member no. I say he cannot endorse Bawumia until Bawumia answer these questions. But Bawumia cannot answer because we lived with Bawumia for the 8 years as vice president. Bawumia was never able to condemn the National Cathedral, even though he knew it was criminal. Bawumia never for once condemned the Galamsey because he knew Chairman Wontumi was involved and Chairman Wontumi was leading his campaign. Chairman Wontumi was the person dredging and destroying the forest reserve in Ghana. Bawumia knew. Keti Jemfua was supporting Bawumia's campaign. Keti Jemfua was doing serious Galamsey. Kojo Oponkruma was supporting Bawumia's campaign. Oponkruma was doing serious Galamsey. Samia Uku, Nanabi. All the people who were following Bawumia around are all Galamsey members. So he knew, and we all know, that Bawumia could not condemn Galamsey because his source of funding was coming from illegal mining. Now, Yanko enim mijujum yani obi ani ntokwa. And listen, ejuma na e wono ha no enye say a time obi, it is for us to let you know the truth. Adikudie ni bebre empe asem no anase omni all problem ne say de ye kan ye no kre. Na de ye ne say they don't have any facts to counter whatever we say here. Eno na ya na eye nipa bi ya. Eno na ma nipa bi de bia no mo ye den omo kasa. De bia no mu di atem. But one say almost started di atem ache, but it did not change anything. And they keep doing it. It's not going to change anything because Ghana for omo penokrano, they are listening to Nukreno and Ghana for Jimmy yet. 8 years about Bawumia be president. They saw what Bawumia did. 8 years at MPP bar power. They saw what Chairman Wontumi did. They saw Bawumia closeness to Chairman Wontumi. National Cathedral, na omodeya boy chrono, ameno 2 years over $58 million. They saw how Bawumia was involved, praising the president and praising the people who were pushing that agenda because they were making money out of it. Some people and today, why should we as Ghanaians, and as I make Ghanaian Kevin Taylor, remember to say, Fatumi koma nipa we ya yenyine nim so aboy krono we di abro. Why should I do that? Echire me Jimmy, echire me mpe Ghana ye. Now, yanko enim. Me team say yanko straight na yen take care of a Chief Justice issue no. It's after this short break, we will handle the Chief Justice issue.
Simply, no decision that I have made in my role as Chief Justice or in my capacity as President of a panel of the Supreme Court has come from anything but a knowledge of law. No matter how many noises are made, the law is the law. And the only answer one can give to all the hand-waving is the legal answer, unless we want something else.
Sabio, peace at the four mosheme. Sa video ebia momudo do hu e TikTok, e Facebook. Where Madam Tokonu, Chief Justice on suspension. where asem or kan time and or Chief Justice active. She has all the time to sleep. Or say, since or start a year law and as obedi Chief Justice, I this are to initiate in Simno. A year decision being what we take care. One ma when Jina emraso ain't take his decision. Or say, since a wono or no Arabatokonu. Nyamebo na oni nemu deche. Ebenya the position as a Supreme Court judge and the Chief Justice. Or say, there has never been a day, a debian chemua, we take a decision. What the assembly when Jina emraso en ya semno. Na all kasa kole ni no say, did dan call 4 year. Any sebio in Sankwa, Santa Manoka Sanse will not equal na power. Or say, dede ene nsem keka nkofo keka no mfra mem amanfo etwa gwajuo amanfo piripini yom ho keka nsem o se eno de sebio eye nsem hunu eye de eye bosrem ka o se emra no ene mra no ono ogina mra so ena odidi de djuma ene gina o se the law is the law o se no amount of the no amount of noises o se enye de dede hunu Anko 4 year, eka say, hey, na Chief Justice, asama beto naso, levida naso, one share, Emma Afenyo Makin, Kasongo, Eddie Asama bro, 2 days of pepe, wejina sa asem so, na nsema ne woha, wabo togua, de yin na ojina, o say sansem ne eye dede mano. Efri say, ono, juma die bia wo di no Supreme Court no, eye mra no ojina so. The law, mra ne ye mra. Tie me, mamimbo biom, na minsanju dwo mat eye PZ Fontiase.
Simply, no decision that I have made in my role as Chief Justice or in my capacity as President of a panel of the Supreme Court has come from anything but a knowledge of law. No matter how many noises are made, the law is the law. And the only answer one can give to all the hand-waving is the legal answer, unless we want something else.
Madam Tokonu, Satana Ekufuado and Chief Justice and Niaje na Nsembia Kodru Supreme Court say a NPP for nsema no ajatum na we di omochi no aboa omo. Sa asem ne ba no hu ni say asem no ekweti Ekufuado ana ekweti NPP pe no abo ato atwene. In fact, mrebi or the mrebi by say ono nko ne nipa a wose ohye date ma case bia wo Ghana. Munim ye refi. Boka I say nsemi ba ma ne tena so easy. Time na Jemensa easy. Na omobedi dwuma bia na sebio NDC ni Ghana forecast dwuma dia omobedi na omedi no district assemblies, district offices no. Ebe hia so omobaye no the police station. Madam Tokonu September 2023. Sa time no say we tu kwan sa time on the ba no etu kwan no. Okasa mo fa asem to no mra. If you say court upon Murefi. Na video we asema na oka nyina ne say o say ono de Tokonu araba. Since say obey Chief Justice oba Supreme Court no. And assembly ni wa aba nanim a wan fa Ghana mra. Constitution when jina so wan fa emra ebo dien ebo Ghana dien emra ho ban when jina so wan fa ndi asem o see deda nkofo ye ensem o mokeka ade bia sebio omne na adwene enkope ha omo a omo ye dede o see ene de eye dede keke efi so ono de the moment obetena konwom say oye Chief Justice ana oye Supreme Court judge ana say ote eye council bia so say ono na eye judge penyini no o say asembia na emre bia watena so bia no ohwe constitution no na ohwe emra ebo Ghana ho ban na o de take decision into we no say emra ena ye hwe na enye tobe enye kasa enye brofotenten o say eye emra ena ye hwe. The law is the law o say emra no ene nyame asem na de ewe chire de eye nkwase akeka we ene asem a Madam Tokonu time na Ekufuado ye president at sama obie na no eka kire ye ne Ghana fo no Ship na kwa Somalia. The law ship, it went to Afghanistan. The law ship sailed all the way to Uzbekistan. The law ship entered Romania. The law ship came to Ukraine. The law ship turned around to go to Poland. It moved to Germany. The law ship sailed all the way to the UK. That same law ship has landed in Ghana. And that same law ship did not change. That same ship is back. The law is the law. Nothing has changed from the law ship. The same law ship that took off, that law ship has landed in the same condition. Into Emrano and Emrano. As far as you don't have anything else to challenge Emrano, then shut up. So we tell America semwa or see, so we need be out challenge Emrana until you are able to prove otherwise, until you are able to prove say Emrana or no ejina so e take a decision Sam Brano emunya din anase enyem brano. Shut the fuck up. And no okan brofumu the dead san muntie no. So we tell the latter part of it. I'll say Emrano uni assembly ka against him run say Emrana ojina so take a decision. Say afenyoma can to me back court in less than 24 hours. Also tieno na omano edian omano judgment or say uni eye emra bia odube counter sa na emra na ojina so na. Then shut up. Just say Jimmy.
Simply, no decision that I have made in my role as Chief Justice or in my capacity as President of a panel of the Supreme Court has come from anything but a knowledge of law. No matter how many noises are made, the law is the law. And the only answer one can give to all the hand-waving is the legal answer, unless we want something else.
Or say, is the legal answer, unless we want something else. What is that else? Something else. No, catch them. Or say, so kasana enjina mraswa de o kanyina yankwasi asem to her because ojina mrano so and na odi take a decision. Now and the Ghana Bar Association, remember the Ghana Bar Association is just an association. Sometimes yenia yenhye de nyini sa o Ghana no nipa bia ka bibia to etrim at the time yenyini na obi ka kire say Ekufuado de or a lawyer onim nyansa until say yenyini ya research de hu say Ekufuado a fake lawyer. Nyama bi omkache de say Kwame Nkrumah de no tansantifo until say yenyini de behu say dabi na santifo di bi epese Queen no eti omo free Ghana ho enti na no motai Kwame Nkrumah efisana Kwame Nkrumah pre Ghana nkabom say yenyina benya independence. Yenyini yabeti bibi say JJ Rollins on the no tansantifo oku asantifo ni soja ban yenyini ne be research na yenya abotretete nsemu no yeni ankasa ye kenkan ko ekire no yehu say nyama mienu ene ma nipa bi ewa santime mu ana mo MPP mu a ema mo kasete JJ Rollins. First one and say JJ Rollins eba 1979 no obe make sure say omo ana omo Ghana for apo sebio na omo take advantage of system because na eduane system any system mu a na omo Ghana for apo no JJ Rollins ebe stop it sa ankofo no. And a second JJ Rollins by no ohun say e wo say Ghana de obi ye adwuma e wo say oye adwuma na nsa na no obi antumi fa ne nsa enhye ne damiri fam na ontene fie nka say me wo fa wu a de one ne yire ne ma pe no e wo say me koje JJ Rollins ba obetwa asamre mu say obi wu a ne yire ne ma ene wo so before the japade no ene ma nipa bi etan JJ nti right now no ye nyini ye research now ye hu say next of kin for and a cookie story no against JJ Rollins because now wo fa ase ade e japade na wo fa ase for pe no JJ Rollins etwemu and o ka say oba ene be ma bobra sebio be ma no to ana oba no to a e wo say den e wo say omu ba ko na sebio obehwe nkora no e wo say japade ne kodo ho eno na ma nipa bi titiri asantifo ni bi etan JJ Rollins e be sin ne enti ensem wo ha wo ti a why do you say nokre until you take your time and ask questions and go deep down and don't make sure say we hu nokre no yenyina ni adwun say Ghana Bar Association one association bia sebio obi antumi fa omonsan kan ho but and I can tell you on authority say Sawoti eye Makola Women's Association. Ana eye den Domiabra eye Market Women Association. Ana woti PZ Market Women Association. Ana Kantamanto. Ana eye den KJT Market Kobe Women Association. They are not different from Ghana Bar Association. Because sa to me na eye Makola Women's Association. And I say KJT Soap Sellers Association. And I say Kantamanto Dross Sellers Association. Ekutano the same to me. So ukote ana uko registered department. Na so uko register. Injina so mujina so edit Ghana Bar Association. The same injina so any edit Makola Women Dross Sellers Association. Inti until you need a research, I do this point, And the other say the Ghana Bar Association is not a unique association. A group of lawyers and omaba together say omoba betua to na sebio omu group no enyanjina so. That is all. The Constitution of the Republic of Ghana baby anima actually say e was a Ghana ban etibi a friend Ghana Bar Association lawyer for association sebio constitution no e show mo kintin say e was say Ghana for ye bu omo anase ye so mu say omo ye special. No. Before we go into the matter itself, the Ghana Bar Association is not any extraordinary association. Sebio omo ka sema e was ye huni say omo no mu nyanse nyina wo Ghana. They are just a mere association. Say ko before baku mienu enan so omo wo kejetia na omaton ko bi ache na emu nipa 200 but together na omo yo madwene say ko bi na omaton ache no omo so nyansa omo sua any techniques a omo sua sibia preserve ko bi sibia yetumi ton ko bi nyanfa so sibia ekofa ko bi omo kase sa nyansa no omo but together na omo dia omo kura. They will keep that knowledge. Now I'm passing on the knowledge to Ebia and Kwarabo person beton Kobia. That group, it is not different from Ghana Bar Association. Ghana Bar Association, lawyers omugomuno, omunyina school, law school, and almost omu come one bom say ekuo. Na the omosiano, sebio, and semiba no machiro margine. It does not make them bigger or superior than Kobe Sellers Association or Mokijitia. No. They are on the same scale. Omomati association or Anglican Diocese, Women's Fellowship, Men's Fellowship. The standard baby omujinano, whatever opinion they share, the same as Ghana Bar Association to share the opinion. Now the question I want to ask here is simple. Ghana Bar Association, and someone releases statements, and almost statement almost say. Dear Ghana Mra Ekano, Omontiasie. Now I want to ask a simple question. So our statement in Ghana Bar Association release is it an opinion? And I say it is based on law. Because your opinion and your mra. Sebio semima mi for omoton Kobi el Kantamanto. Share my ideas on Ghana and Sema. Now say it has got to do with the Chief Justice. Issues here abasuna. So omoye mistake in sharing their opinion. I will not falter them. Because one, they did not go to school to learn law. Their trade is what they are good at. School omoko and so almost send your ton kobi. Send your ton kobi a omboka. Send your okokwanso auto kobi to preserve and say. Send your kobi no de bar ube to me and make sure about ton ye. That is their profession. It is when they share their opinion on legal issues, not say they get it wronger. I'm not going to blame them because I see them say, the technical know-how, they don't have the in-depth knowledge to discuss legal issues. Now, when the Ghana Bar Association, embrace na Ghana Bar Association, person kebi. Na so omuka samno without giving me a reason to believe, say, are lawyers. And that whatever statement they make is based on law. Then it means that Ghana Bar Association, every single individual in there, including their leadership, they are foolish. All because the idea is school and say they are different from they have not been able to show us, because if the Ghana Bar Association is expressing an opinion, they should let us know it's an opinion. if they are also stating a law, they should let us know, say, what they are stating is the law. Now, the question I want to ask the Ghana Bar Association, I'm going to release a statement in there and say, statement no release here, no. Is it their opinion or is the law? Because now, let me show you something. Yeah, sorry, and remember, the Ghana Bar Association is dangerous, and I say most of the lawyers are Ghana Bar Association. Their ultimate priority is to become politicians, and most of the politicians are Ghana. Their ultimate priority is to go and get a law certificate and be lawyers to protect their criminality. However you look at those in the Ghana Bar Association, majority of them in there are there because they want to go into politics or they want to protect themselves from being jailed as political criminals. Don't see Ghana Bar Association say, a association sebio omujumadi omudi no anase jumadi omudi no ebi see that. No, they are not extraordinary. Their opinions are just opinion until they base their opinion on facts and law. Then the opinion is basically seen as makola mamefua omopese omodiscuss a Chief Justice the same way. When the Ghana Bar Association releases a statement, and in that statement they are not able to base anything on law, it means it is almost the same as Sebio Makola Momoni Women's Association a releases statement concerning the Chief Justice issue. No, if you say almost the to me for Tomo, we say almost call law school. They don't know the law, they don't know what the articles say, but they can share an opinion. Ghana Bar Association cannot just share an opinion. They need to even share an opinion based on the law. Now, such statement on release here, I want to ask a question. And here for a statement in my say what they said Biano is based or enshrined in the law. And I say omujina emraso and omudi releases such statement. Remember, nipa odi Ghana Bar Association enimno. Your friend Onye Nikunu eni Jogate. Thank you, team. This woman is the president and not ordinary the leader of the Ghana Bar Association. Remember, this woman, Nikruni Jogate. Jogate, ono na opese oye flag bearer of NPP na obeye president. Ye nyina nim say Jogate is a criminal when it comes to the SkyTrain deal. Now, this woman, right now as we speak, she is the one leading Ghana Bar Association. She is the one trying to protect Jogate's criminality. She believes that if she keeps the Chief Justice in position, and I said the position or not, the law cannot go after Nikunu Jogate, who is a crazy drug addict. Now, Mami Wei Enim say, Nikunu Jogate, who contested on the ticket of the MPP, wanting to be president, and his husband being a former minister, she knows say o protecti a Chief Justice, not a Chief Justice, yan suspend the Chief Justice. No government can go after a Jogate, all because you say the Chief Justice has the right and power to block any case anyone will make against Nikunu Jogate when he was the minister. Into this woman, what she wants to do or sought to do now and say, or the position as the leader of the Ghana Bar Association, protect political criminals. Political criminals in a sense say, somebody like Jogate, as we speak, the SkyTrain deal now, say, when investigations are open, now say a Chief Justice who is open-minded and ready to let the system work, the process go on without being biased and being political, Onimseni Kuru Jogate will end up in jail. Now, there's a clear conflict of interest here because Jogate, as we speak, is being prepared for court by the new government. Joe Garte, as we speak, the ministry that he headed is being investigated. Joe Garte, as we speak, the contract he signed under the MPP government as the Minister of Railways is being studied. It's being considered to be moved to the court. This woman knows that if she does not work hard, now one stopping the process now, the president Edisu Emramun Wedisu na Nikunu Joe Garte will end up in jail. Now, we are going to take our time and enter. And somebody will say, oh, Joe Garte asoma make out to Joe Garte suno and the Kevin Taylor da ben and a afraid Joe Garte say ebia ombeyi insembiano and che bia and a yenyina wa ha and at the NIB invited Joe Garte about the SkyTrain contract. Enti Joe Garte Irena oye the boss of Ghana Bar Association. She knows what she is doing. One, all her actions in the air to protect MPP criminals who are being investigated by this government. So Joe Garte, on the 24th of February, the National Investigative Bureau, they called Joe Garte to question him on the SkyTrain project. So this woman knows her husband is under investigation, sir. Send her, if the case is moved to court, na say enya Madam Tokonua obetuma block a case na. Say judge bia na adwene ye adwuma oye honest. It said the current acting CJ oye patriotic no. Na obie kwan say prosecution should go on. This woman, her husband Joe Garte would die in jail because onim say wanye dede when twantro say when create impression be to say John Mahama and the NDC government air politicizing the suspension of the CJ. Nikruno Sebio, there is no way Nikruno ever surviving. Into this woman, all that she's doing as the boss of Ghana Bar Association is one, to protect her husband, and two, to do the bidding for the NPP. Now, Momianko Ridi, Ghana Bar Association, almost statement almost release. You really busa simple questions. Do you who they with Jimmy and the Okano Cray? And then one says so many lawyers in Ghana, they want to pretend they say Omunim say this CJ, there are a lot of question marks on her. The Ghana Bar Association, majority of the lawyers know said this CJ, she was not even supposed to be made CJ. They know. They know that Tokonu did a lot of illegalities before even she got to being the CJ. They know. And they are the ones who tell us. But you see, today, they have come out with a statement thinking, Jimmy. Now, Momianko ready. Ghana Bar Association for statement, you know. And it's so interesting, say, the Ghana Bar Association, say, the suspension of the Chief Justice by the President, Constitution man to me, say, on taking his decision, no. They are trying to tell the President, say, President, and reverse the decision, no. Who born dog? But you see, the Bar Association, and the Ghana Bar Association, make a statement, we don't know, say the statement say a opinion, and I say it is enshrined, and I say it is based on law. We don't know because I already Ghana Bar Association for statement now. There is nowhere actually say they are speaking law. There is nowhere they are saying say the president, the Council of State, and the committee have gone against the Constitution in any way. So how can we, at the end of the day, take the Ghana Bar Association serious? I will take the Makola Momone Women Sellers Association serious than the Ghana Bar Association. All because the Ghana Bar Association today cannot speak without referring to the law that they are basing on to tell the president to say, we're taking a step that went against the Constitution. Now, when you read the Ghana Bar Association for a year almost statement, almost release here. Now, we read this statement, let me enlarge it. Send a bear in neighborhood. A year PZ4 into a mayor side when coming yet. PZ4, my catcher Mumubi, Munko school now monkey kind. Now, Ghana Bar Association. Almost statement release ye be kind statement, ne wi anu mebusa mo say. yen nyina mu se ehin e na omugina mmara so because Chief Justice Kacha said the law is the law. So when to men nyina mmara so ankyere ye mmara Jo Mahama bu so inti wu gina mmara so e de akacha say Jo Mahama bu mmara so inti yen sisa that decision. Then Wuna Wudi Ghana Bar Association, the man say the Ghana Bar Association itself is a foolish organization. It's one of the most foolish associations. And I am calling for a new association to be formed out of the Ghana Bar Association. Because it is looking like the monopolization of Ghana Bar Association or Ghana Force, and then a Emo Mujimi. Over America, there are so many different law associations. There are so many of them in America. It is only in Ghana now. Yama Ghana Bar Association again said they are unique. They are not. They are just mere lawyers. Now, when you read their statement, this is what it says. Resolutions of the Ghana Bar Association passed at its 2025 mid-year conference held at the Labadi Beach Hotel on Saturday, 26 April 2025. We, the members of the Ghana Bar Association, herein assembled at the 2025 mid-year conference of the bar at the Labadi Beach Hotel, La Accra, on this day, the 26th day of April 2025, stand united in our collective responsibility towards advancing the rule of law, justice, and the sustainable development of Ghana. Recognizing the profound and pivotal role of the legal profession plays in shaping a just, fair, and transparent society, and reasserting our commitment to upholding the rule of law, ensuring justice for all citizens, and promoting high standards of integrity within public life, acknowledging the central tenets of the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, particularly those enshrined in its preamble, which binds all citizens and the states of the principles of freedom, justice, probity, and accountability. Now, when you read the first page, this is what it says. And in furtherance of the theme of this mid-year conference of the bar, and I quote, expanding the role of the legal professional in national development, positioning the GBA as the fulcrum, end of quote. Now, basically, Omo Kachere say, the reason why Omo share ya Omo nyina ko Benkrum and the Omo jina so Achere Ghana for nyina say, eye Ghana lawyers are more Ghana any Ghana mbrano Omo peso Omo bo ho ban. No mo make sure say sa eye emra sebio aboa edi ama Ghana fo nyina na omo dwumadie ni say emra omo akosua kakra no e wo se omo bo Ghana mra ho ban eye constitution a chekere man no ene sebio emra ye de bo oman no ho bra eno ntin ene omo call Labadi Beach omo ko hia ya omo nyina ano akobenkurom say omo beboa ama Ghana sebio eba legal matters judicial matters ene ensema efa emra ho no omo beboa amarejina ne naso moma yenko enim ne yenkyere yenhu de omo sa kan. Now already omo statement na the second page, let me enlarge it say be ya wo so betu ne makan na ayefefefe eye PZ fonti na me yesa. Now go second page now, this is what they say. Matters affecting the legal profession. Almost in Sema Ghana Emra. So opesa koye lawyer and obey lawyer. Nyoma se opesa obey lawyer no. The legal profession. Say withdrawal. Point 1. Withdrawal of directive on assignment of court and fixing of dates for newly filed cases and applications. Say in 70 bina lawyers pa o Ghana. Emma omudwumadie din no ebinie. Say emra ya hye say data yedi tie nsem yedi konsem ho sebio saa tumi no yedi ama den Chief Justice. Mamen kan de ehye point 1 na se. recognizing that the directive by His Lordship, the acting Chief Justice, on the assignment of cases by his office is uncertain, and having regard to the importance of technology and the urgency of justice delivery, the Ghana Bar Association respectfully requests that this directive be withdrawn and the use of technology in the assignment of cases to the courts enhanced. Say, Nansei, nya eye entie ene kratabia efri the acting Chief Justice eye Mr. What's his name? Chief Justice Bekadi Diamakacha, the acting Chief Justice. Now, almost say a problem with the directive now, the acting Chief Justice. The abase courts assembia ebeba say ebema date. Say judge bia ye be yin se ontena so no. E wo se ni nyina efa ni nsem na oche data yentena asem we so ene judge ontena asem we so. Omo say sa asem na Chief Justice, acting Chief Justice, edebetu dwa no omo de omo mpene so. Sebio omo pese Chief Justice no otwe sa asem ne sign. Enti the acting Chief Justice Mr. Bafuboni directive or man last week say assembia wo court ene na say ye be pat date ye be yi date ama sa asem na e wo se efa ni nsem o so no na kire say o kire chi asem we o se ka o kire chi na o twe say ne o se asem we ko ho no and the Ghana Bar Association say omo pese eto the acting Chief Justice say sa de ne de omo bonju so na emom e o se Chief Justice e use technology ni nyina ne say Chief Justice no make sure say omo technology bia ene na automatically e pick judge obetena asem so ene ada ye bedi asem no into omo de omo hye Chief Justice ne say sa asem no de abeto abonten no ontwen sign na omo yen use technology ene sebe your system automatically eno be pick date na a pick judges obetena cases so. You see, I keep telling you, say, these people we call the Ghana Bar Association, say out of respect, any law, any lawyers, any ashe mo Ghana, or sanke to me kase ende, the most foolish association in Ghana is the Ghana Bar Association. Do you know why? The most political association in Ghana, and now we are not supposed to give them any respect. One of the most useless associations in Ghana today. Enya assembly yusro ena yama law ehunahuna ema sebio banchire for lawyer bi ehunahuna Ghana. Eni se ka Ghana ni bia ema the Ghana Bar Association any respect. Now, onima de kudienti a omo akoshe dem say sa directive na the Chief Justice, acting Chief Justice Mr. Bafuboni e making a helm no. It is simple. Okay? So person who say mama will lead the Ghana Bar Association. She's not smart. She's a politician, and we have to place her where she has to be. And say, tell me now, Madam Tokonu, the Chief Justice act or your Chief Justice no. Near suspended no. Mokai sa case way. I want to remind you of a case. Mokai case way. This was the case, sir. NDC and 4 other political parties sue Electoral Commission over limited voter registration. Mokai. Yes. Sa case no. NDC they call court. Any 4 other political parties this case they call court. Madam Tokonu court no. Now Madam Tokonu the right to call the case before the EC goes or takes that action. But because Madam Tokonu now award the power. Let me tell you something. Madam Tokonu ebeye Chief Justice Oshemra say onunkwani the sole person obetumi decide which case, which day I be free case ewo Ghana. The Ghana Bar Association from day one, they did not have a problem with it. So that case we call court. Ghanaians were telling the Chief Justice say she was supposed to immediately give the case to a judge to sit on before the EC takes action. Because the moment the EC goes ahead and takes that action, and I say omudi jumana, ebema eyedien, the judgment from the court will be waste. Inti na Ghana for ne NDC for ne other political parties are omuko court no insist Chief Justice, you have the power to make sure say a judge is assembled to make sure say that case is heard before the Electoral Commission takes or makes their move. Mokai sa case way. Now let's go and read Madam Tokonu later. They see here any judgment of Omaye, any what she said. The Ghana Bar Association, they were all in Ghana, they were watching because Nana Dankwe Kufuor Jimmy was basically their leader. This woman who is the leader of the Ghana Bar Association, Nikunini Jogate, who was serving under Ekufuor, who was the flag contestant as a flag bearer in the NPP. This woman did not see anything wrong with it. She believed that decision by Tokonu was the best decision. And let's go and read Tokonu's judgment. Yema eye easy. Eko teki sa decision no. Madam Tokonu eye den, what action did she take? Now munche. Let's read the story. Now read the story. This is what the story says. Chief Justice Miridi sa case na achiro. Chief Justice Gertrude Tokonu has outlined reasons the Apex Court did not hear the injunction application filed by the National Democratic Congress and 4 other political parties earlier than October 17, 2023. The applicants on September 7th, 2023 sought to restrain the Electoral Commission from carrying out their recently held voter registration exercise made up of the NDC, the Convention People's Party, All People's Congress, Liberal Party of Ghana, and the Great Consolidated Popular Party. They sued the Electoral Commission at the Supreme Court over its decision to restrict voter registration centers to its district offices. Now read this story. Now this is what it says. The suit was scheduled to be heard on October 17th, a decision which baffled the applicants. Now, but explaining the decision in court today, Chief Justice Gertrude Tokonu, who presided over a 5-member panel hearing the case, noted that the case couldn't be set on a date because the Apex Court doesn't sit during August and September due to legal vacation. Timer NDC for Echo Court. How many 4 political parties? Echo Kache Supreme Court said, a day way, it's important. It's an emergency. We are going into an election. The EC is taking a decision a bit me destabilize the mind. Madam Tokonu Kachiromo say they cannot sit because on to me ma omu judge bia enkotena case ni so. You know why? Because on any team say na judges ewo vacation. It onya any judge to sit on the matter. The case was supposed to be called on the 7th of September. Madam Tokonu responds in her judgment and say, "Oh no, and Chief Justice. Sa time no na court echo vacation enti wa ma ho kwan e ma yan frɛ judge bia say on betena case ni so. Who had the power to make sure a judge comes to sit on that case? It was Tokonu. What did she do? She decided, she made the rule. She said, until she appoints a judge to sit on it, no judge could sit on that case. Technology. Now, already the other part of the story, Mamenchiro Bibiwa, Kwasiafo, Ghana Bar Association. Now, share there is here. And I quote, and these are the statements from the Chief Justice. The Supreme Court doesn't sit on vacation. There are no rules for Supreme Court to sit during the months of August and September. That is why the application was fixed for the 17th of October 2023. Discussions of fixing it for today should be premised on the Supreme Court not being able to sit during vacations except by a special fiat. Madam Tokonu Emma judgment or say case the reason here why my judge bia antrasuno one Fred judge bia to come and sit on and say August September the court is on vacation, even though na assembly is important or say the judges were on vacation in August and September. That is why the application was fixed for the 17th of October. Remember, we were going into an election dangerous. We needed a hearing. Why didn't the Chief Justice say there is an automatic system? Let's see, we can get a judge to sit on this case because your democracy and the safety of this nation was very important. But the Chief Justice said that she could not appoint any judge to sit on the matter because they were all on vacation. She had that power, right? Did you have an issue with that? And Osako Enukachiramu say, discussions of fixing it for today should be premised on the Supreme Court not being able to sit during vacations except by a special fiat. It was see a chile BB and a bit to be pusuro until Sadieno or no dear, she was not going to make anybody sit on the case because judges were on vacation. Now you were obia to be taking another decision. No, she was the Chief Justice, or she is the Chief Justice, and what she says is final. That time, na Chief Justice Eka Sasem na Ghana Bar Association for no money Ghana. Almost so the safety of the country na enha omoana. The chaos that thing could have brought na Ghana Bar Association for na enha omoana. Omuma any omukurunum any omunananom almost no monte Ghana Sasem na for omuana. Why didn't they raise an issue on this matter? Did the Ghana Bar Association tell the Chief Justice say she does not have the right to make that decision? The Ghana Bar Association is a stupid association. Omu nimu nyansa, omu ejimi, omu ya politics. They think say yani Ghana for ya nkwasiafo. They can do politics with us. Now, mommy, go back to a Ghana Bar Association for statement. Now, who read this statement? Now, sorry. Who read this statement? So far, me read this statement. Yenshia baby Ghana Bar Association for aka anything about law. Omojina eye emraso. Aka se emra we ne yejina so. If you say president ni bumra we so. Ebe sinne. Na Ghana Bar Association actual statement. Omonfa emra biamba say president bumra so. Council of State bumra so. Another committee bumra so. Ebe sinne. The Ghana Bar Association in their 3-page document, they have not stated one law. Actually say John Dramani Mahama bumra so. Now, when you read the second page, this is what it says. Say suspension of the Chief Justice. And you see adi omuko dwene ho a omuka kire Ghana. There no omuka wom. Revocation of suspension. The Ghana Bar Association calls for the immediate revocation of the suspension of the Chief Justice as it considers the suspension to be unconstitutional. They do what? They consider the suspension to be unconstitutional. The moment you tell me, say, Kevin Taylor, my adiebi or Ghana, now my action is unconstitutional, no? You need to be able to state the law that makes that my action unconstitutional. You cannot just tell me, say, my adiebi or Ghana, it is unconstitutional without you stating the law that makes my action unconstitutional. So you just saying, say, the suspension of the Chief Justice by the President is unconstitutional does not make it unconstitutional until you back it with law that makes it unconstitutional. But This is the Ghana Bar Association. Where now bodam for? Where you for almost mra, omunimum mra. Chief Justice Nekachom say everything they do should be based on law. But you are telling me that the suspension of the Chief Justice is unconstitutional without stating a law that clearly states say the actions the president took was unconstitutional. You merely saying say it is unconstitutional does not make it unconstitutional until you use the law to clearly define the action as unconstitutional. And they say kwasi bia betuma sorry the whole day aka say me president. Kwasi bia betuma ye bibia o Ghana because the action na nipa ni taking. What are you basing on to say it is unconstitutional? Say ye bobo. Na say you try obi o penalty box ma. Action be cause na me try obi. Emma referee betume gina so aka say a direct handball and asa obi dey obi slide obi. That action no, that thing that was done no, and then Emma referee gina so aka say this is a penalty. The referee cannot just stand there and stand at the center line and just whistle and say, let's go to the penalty box. It is a penalty. There should be an action that will call for that whistle to be blown. Now, if you're telling me, sir, what's the penalty? Show me the nipani prove say we committing offense in the penalty box for you to call a penalty. Now, if you're telling me the president suspending the Chief Justice is unconstitutional, what law are you basing this on to prove to me say the president's action was unconstitutional? Actually, wait, Jimmy. Now, the reason why the Ghana Bar Association, some lawyers need to break off and form a new association. We don't need such a foolish association trying to distract Ghanaians. Now, who really call Enima or say? The Ghana Bar Association calls for the immediate revocation of the suspension of the Chief Justice as it considers the suspension to be unconstitutional, considering the fact that the president, who is not a judge or a judicial officer, exercised his discretion to suspend the Chief Justice under Article 14610 of the 1992 Constitution in the absence of a published constitutional instrument, statutory instrument, or regulations governing the exercise of his discretion as required by Article 296 of the 1992 Constitution. In the first place, the issue here is, what did the president base on to take the decision? The Constitution did not say that you need to be a lawyer before you can be a president. The Constitution did not say you need to be a judge before you can be a president. And the Constitution did not say that before you take that action, you have to be a lawyer to take that action or to be a judge to make sure that action is taken. The Constitution said the president has the constitutional rights. The Constitution was not saying that the president needs to be a judge before he can take the action. The Constitution was not specific that the president is supposed to be a lawyer to know the law. The Constitution stated that the President of the Republic, Mr. S, get me the Constitution, what is stated. That the President, after consulting with the Council of State, and then the Council of State finding out that they have a case against whoever the petition went against or goes against, the Constitution gives the President the right to take that decision. The Constitution did not say the President needs to be a lawyer or needs to be a judge before he can basically abide by what you people are saying he should abide by. If you see, what they are trying to say right now is the president does not know law. The president does not know the legalities. The president does not, he's not well informed when it comes to law. The president is looking at the basic constitution. Because if the president goes against the basic constitution in front of him, the president also has gone against the constitution. What if they brought a petition? The president did not consult Council of State. The president did not put together a committee. The president one day released a statement and said, I've sacked the Chief Justice. What were you guys going to say? You would have gone to court to say the president has acted against the Constitution and his action is unconstitutional. So the president right now is working or acting in conformity with what the law tells him to do. So he does not need to be a lawyer because the Constitution does not ask about a lawyer. The Constitution does not ask about the background of the president being a judge. The Constitution has given the president a directive. And the directive is what the president is following. So technically, the Ghana Bar Association is a bunch of fools who think that they can hide behind words and politics and the political party to distract we Ghanaians. Now, Mr. S, thank you very much. Did you bring it in? Messiah, let me read this. I'm reading this because of the nonsense the Ghana Bar Association wrote in their letter. They are a bunch of idiots. What does the Constitution say when it comes to the president's decision and actions when a Chief Justice at the end of the day is supposed to be suspended? Now, let's read this together. And this is the Constitution. And let's read if the Constitution asks about the legal background of the president or whether the president should have some kind of background before he can make that decision. This is what the Constitution says. 10. Where the petition has been referred to a committee under this article, the president may, A, in the case of the Chief Justice, acting in accordance with the advice of the Council of State, by warrant signed by him, suspend the Chief Justice. This is clear English, and this is clear grammar. So this is not a time for you to be telling us whether the president knows the law or does not know the law. The president is looking at the Constitution and what the Constitution tells him to do. So how come say a whole Ghana Bar Association Omokache said they know the law? They are more intelligent than all of us when it comes to the law. Today, sit there and say, because the president does not have a legal background or a judge, he cannot take that decision. Because when you read Article 146.10, this is what it says. It is already a Ghana Bar Association for a almost statement published here now. The president was using Article 146.10. Now, when you read what the Ghana Bar Association is putting out, now look at this. The revocation. Almost say, the Ghana Bar Association calls for the immediate revocation of the suspension of the Chief Justice as it all considers the suspension to be unconstitutional, considering the fact that the president, who is not a judge or a judicial officer, exercised his discretion to suspend the Chief Justice. The president basically based his action on Article 146.10. The president did not take any action out of Article 146.10. The president basically did what the Article 146.10 is asking him to do. So what has the president done wrong here? So also study statement now. They have not been able to point out that the president has committed a crime. What they are trying to do now is that they are trying to make it look like the president did not know what he was doing and that he does not have a legal background. He does not have the requisite background to take that decision. But at the end of the day, the law is the law. It is the law. And the law, Constitution, Article 146.10, clearly states that this is what the president must do or may do. So why are you skipping the law to let your opinion become the law? The Chief Justice, Madam Tokonu, told us that the law is the law. No amount of foolish noise can change the law. Now, when you go into their publications or their statement, Oko point B, enactment of regulations. Regulations. Shade bi omuchro wa ha. E ho na ba musen kofo mu yankwasiafo. Oba B, say enactment of regulations. You know why they put this there? I will explain to you. The Ghana Bar Association hereby also calls for the immediate enactment of clear and comprehensive regulations relating to matters under Article 146 of the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana to ensure transparency, accountability, and fairness in all proceedings involving Superior Court justices, particularly in the context of the impeachment or removal of the Chief Justice, of removal of such officers. Almost say, suddenly, almost be say, eye emrana ye jina so, and they suspended people like the Chief Justice and those people in her category. Right now, no, the Ghana Bar Association say, yeah, enact emrabi. Almost say enact of regulations. Almost per se, yeah, the emrabi be share constitution ni moi. Sa emrano, e best stopi obia say at the end of the day, asem say bedawa, sibia ye hunu no, I'll see ye hunu in a different light. Do you know what they are trying to do? They are mechanical on what they are trying to do in the say. Almost say, Chief Justice Assembly Abano, President and reversing the decision. No. Now, President and reversing the decision we are. They also say because of Tokonunti, you so bad anti. Yan enact another idea, a regulation. Now, yan fanko sham renum, send ye beya, as some say na abano, ye bet me a cano in a different way. Yan can see ye canny, abra constitution, I shall say, yan can say. Now, what they are trying to do with this particular statement, and they say, one, almost per president, no, and reverse suspension. No. Now, when him say, in the first place, the Chief Justice, acting Chief Justice, Mr. Bonnie Edim Raba say, KCBA ni Ghana, you bet me afraid without him giving the date. In the KCBA, I was a friend of court and the Supreme Court, no, I was on the Chief Justice, acting Chief Justice, Mr. Bonnie, on also on my date. Now, you see, time Madam Tokonu, the petition issue, the buyer, no, now the NPP wanted to go to court. In fact, they went to court. Now, the Ghana Bar Association, they were the ones behind the NPP going to court. Now, the NPP, they have hit a block because now the Chief Justice, the acting Chief Justice, will decide when the case will be called. Now, what they want to do now, and they say, Omo will somehow hit a block. So, what they want to do is say, Omo per se president, a reverse decision or the suspension, or reverse suspension if we are. And in the first place, Omo first statement, they first talked about the Chief Justice Directive. They are gradually, they are building a block. And the block they are building, they say, one, young force the Chief Justice to reverse his directive. That means, say, Mbrana Awashe say, or no one bet mama date, Emma Yako Court, in the Supreme Court, said the Chief Justice, acting Chief Justice, Sam ready free floodgate ne be. Now, it's a floodgate ne be. Now they come to the second one, which is the enactment of regulations. Meaning, now they are going to go to the court and force the court to stop the proceedings. Now, how are they going to stop the proceedings? They are going to serve the general. They are going to serve the Council of State. They are going to serve the president, the MPP, the ombudsman, through the Ghana Bar Association. They are going to serve the Chief Justice and intentionally halt the process. Because right now, the only thing that is stopping them from delaying the suspension of the Chief Justice, and also delaying the case, and they say they cannot go to court because the Chief Justice, acting Chief Justice, say he is the one who decides when a case will be called. Now, until they are able to reverse that directive, they cannot penetrate into one. The acting Chief Justice, reverse that directive, or reverse it quickly. What they will do, they will go behind the scenes and go to court. When they go to court, now they will go and challenge the president's actions. They will challenge the constitutionality of the Council of State, and then they will intentionally sue the Chief Justice. When they do that, they have forced the president to sit back because now they cannot take action on the Chief Justice. That means the Chief Justice cannot be suspended. And who study right up now, they first spoke about the acting Chief Justice Directive. And enactment. What they will do is say, the moment the directive is taken away, they will go to court. Say they are seeking for enactment, meaning now they want to put a hold on the process. They want some enactment to be done in favor of the Chief Justice before the president pushes the petition to the Council of State. Because you see, right now, the president has pushed to the Council of State. Council of State have brought to the president. The Constitution has given the president the right to suspend the Chief Justice. Now, all this process, they want to quash it. And the only way they can do it is to say they want to put pressure on the Chief Justice, the acting Chief Justice, to reverse his directive. They will go to court and seek that they want an enactment on the law that looks at a Chief Justice or people in her category. So a petition is sent against them. They want to look at the whole process again. And think court no more hold the process. No? And what was going to happen? And they say the Chief Justice cannot be investigated. The Chief Justice will not be suspended. The president cannot even go ahead and move the petition to the Council of State, because now the court will restrict the president, it will restrict the Council of State, and it will restrict the Chief Justice from even doing what? Receiving the petition. That is why they indirectly, the way they drafted their message, first, Yanko after the acting Chief Justice. Your man the pressure, not or reversing the directive now. Now floodgates ne be. ebia na ye wura court ni aka say ye enactment into court emfa tabono ento the petition so. The moment they are able to enter court to get that ruling, the president, petition ekuta president, and he can't do anything. The president cannot forward it to the Council of State, because when they go to court, they'll also file a case against the presidency, they'll file a case against the Council of State, and then everything will be stuck. It's either we do the enactment. Now, the moment you touch the enactment, you are basically amending the whole process, meaning, some process a president DHA so Emma case will do a suspended chief justice, it will be tainted, meaning it will be reviewed, meaning it will not be in the same shape again, meaning they are going to find a way to make sure, say, the process that we are all following, that we believe the Constitution is telling us to follow, they want to tweak it, and it's not almost calling for enactment. They want to amend the law, they want to amend the Constitution because of Tokonu. So to make it basic for you, the Ghana Bar Association, the woman who is leading the association, the MPP are the ones who wrote this petition for them, this statement for them to write. Because right now, MPP to me go court. And for some time now, people are saying, the MPP, the spokesperson, Tokonuana. So right now, they want to step aside a little bit. They want to use the Ghana Bar Association to do their bidding. And into the Ghana Bar Association, I'll be releasing statement. Wait. Into the Ghana Bar Association, one way or the other, they want us to touch the Constitution. The Article 14610, they want us to enact almost some BB womb, somebody BB count, send your beya, Emrana ye jinaso, and they are suspending Chief Justice. The moment it's shifted a little bit, you cannot suspend the Chief Justice. Because you see, it is a railway, it is a train track. So the moment you shift the track a little bit, the idea changing will be rolling off. And that is what they want to do. And it's almost started with the acting Chief Justice. Enactment. They are building a criminal block. A very, very important. Now, when you go to point C, this is what point C says. Let's read it together. My team, they are telling me time no day. Point C, no read or say. Release of decision on prima facie case. Or say, in addition, the Ghana Bar Association calls upon the President of the Republic of Ghana to immediately release the full decision establishing a prima facie case against the Chief Justice, consistent with established precedents. This disclosure is necessary to ensure that the process is conducted in accordance with the principles of transparency and fairness. The Ghana Bar Association, the MPP through the Ghana Bar Association, almost say they are insisting, say the president, on release the findings are concluded, say the Council of State and the president, they have found a case or a prima facie case against the Chief Justice. And what the NPP through the Ghana Bar Association are trying to do is say they want the presidency to release findings to the public, because almost say ABS pain. Now the question here is, ebina pain no na yeda ben. Nana Dodan Kweku for the Charlotte say ebusa say she wants the petition. She wants to have a piece of the petition and see the petition, the petitioners, the omachro afano. Nana Dodan Kweku for said no. Now, under Madam Tokonu, the Madam Tokonu nasama ba petition fano hono. Okache President Mahama say, "Ope 7 days at the ready petition." What did Mahama do? Mahama gave her 10 days. Open transparency and fairness. John Dramani Mahama has overdone transparency and fairness. Charlotte say the EC boss, Tamana Ekufuado Ekuki petition against her, which we know. No? She was asking for fair hearing. She wanted to just see the petition. Nana Dodan Kweku the MPP Abankache and said no, she does not have the right to the petition. Under Madam Tokonu wrote to the president that she wants to see the petition. She wants to read it. She wants 7 days to do that. The president of the republic gave her 10 days. John Dramani Mahama gave Tokonu 10 days to read the petition, analyze the petition. Tokonu was asking for 7 days. John Mahama gave her 10 days. Fairness and transparency. Dear John Mahama, Diama Tokonu, you know what they are trying to do? They are just trying to stall the process. They still don't have any law omu base omu statement when you now also. Makai about 3 points. The Ghana Bar Association has not been able to state one law that makes John Mahama and the Council of State and the Committee on Action unconstitutional till now. This letter is not coming from Makola Momoni Sellers Association. This statement is coming from the Ghana Bar Association. And so far, they have not been able to quote one law that shows to say whatever the president has followed till now, the Council of State, they have followed till now, and the committee, they have gone against the Constitution. All that they are saying, we want to ask, what is unconstitutional about what they are saying, or about what the president has done? The Ghana Bar Association, they are supposed to give us a law. President Mahama, the whole process, it has been unconstitutional. But these people have not been able to do that. You know what? Because they know that the process has been fair. The Chief Justice has been given fair hearing. Transparency has been there. Fairness has been there. The Chief Justice has been given all the opportunity to read the petition. So now they cannot speak on that. They are now saying, the basis now, Emma Council of State to me establish a primary facie case against the Chief Justice. No, they want to see. Why do you want to see? Why do you want to see? There's a committee. The committee is doing its job. The committee is using that basis to do its job. The committee is still investigating. So why should we bypass the committee and give you the basis? What the Council of State, basically at the end of the day, the conclusion they came to establish that there's a case against the Chief Justice. Why should we leave the committee and hand over the basis to you? Because the committee needs that to do its investigations. So at this point, what is the Ghana Bar Association looking for? They are a bunch of fools. Now, when you go to point D, furthermore, the Ghana Bar Association denounces any and all unsubstantiated political commentary or statement that seek to undermine the authority, independence, and integrity of the judiciary. Let me tell you, people, you are a bunch of fools. You have no integrity. You have no intelligence. The Ghana Bar Association is one of the most useless associations in Ghana. It's just an association. Association of disappointed lawyers. It's just an association like any other association. The Constitution does not give you any legal backing. You can state your opinions, but you cannot command the president. You cannot command the Chief Justice. For you people to even demand or command the president and the Chief Justice, it shows how stupid you people are, how unintelligent you are, and how you don't understand the Constitution. What you did is the final nail to that Ghana Bar Association we've been talking about, that it is political. You see, Mamika Bibin Chiramo. Jogate Yiriwe, the MPP are using her to do dirty job. Purely foolish, dirty job. And let me tell you, I can tell you on authority, the president that you know, the acting Supreme Court Chief Justice that you know, these fools cannot threaten them. The Ghana Bar Association, I am telling you, Ghana, for the president you know, John Mahama, and the acting Chief Justice, Mr. Boni, this group of fools cannot intimidate them. The decision the Chief Justice has taken, it is indefinite. The decision the president has taken, it is default. No group, no association can force the president to change their decision. No. The Ghana Bar Association, no crime to Makacha Ghana for and say, Mr. P, Mr. S, the Ghana Bar Association, what I can tell you Ghanaians, and they say, it is not a group we can trust. Now, it's about time yenya another or different associations when it comes to the legal field. The Ghana Bar Association over time, omu feel say omu ye unique. But from the beginning, I'm checking muchira wono. Yena yama Ghana Bar Association abe corrupt. Yana Yama Ghana Bar Association that power to be fooling in Ghana. You know, yeah. Fabibi to say NAGRAT. You're the Ghana National Association of Teachers. You're NAGRAT. You're concerned teachers. When the Ministry of Education takes decision, at the end of the day, they end up listening to all these associations. That is why Ghana National Association of Teachers, they don't have the monopoly to decide. At the end of the day, there are other associations the Ministry of Education has to listen to before they make a decision. But you see, when it comes to legal issues, the judiciary, Yama Ghana Bar Association for too much room to fool. Because over creating impression, we say, lawyers cannot open another association over America, at least where we live. We have the Washington, D.C. Lawyers Association, the Virginia Lawyers Association, the Maryland Lawyers Association, Minimukrano. I can tell you the DMV Lawyers Association, my father-in-law 2 years ago was the president, or 3 years ago. So I know there are so many law associations in America. Why is it in Ghana, a group of criminals protecting their husbands and their girlfriends come together and make the Ghana Bar Association look like, say, the Ghana Bar Association, a constitution, and a omugina so they can to me come as the Ghana Bar Association is not different from Aglo. The Ghana Bar Association is not different from Malata Momoni Celeste Association. The Ghana Bar Association is like any regular association. They went to school to learn law. Other people too went to the market to learn how to trade. Until we should not give them too much room. It's about time we started having different bar associations in Ghana. The NPP as a political party, they have infiltrated. Since Ekufuor the president, every year they are not the Ghana Bar Association. They turn the association into the NPP wing. They foolishly use the association against we the Ghanaians. Every single nonsense Ekufuor did, Bawumia did, the Ghana Bar Association were there to support their nonsense. We need to put a stop to this foolish monopoly. Ghana Bar Association is just there taking money from young lawyers, ignorant lawyers who think, say, if they don't join the Ghana Bar Association, they cannot practice. What they are doing now is that they are suppressing young lawyers. They are suppressing independent-minded lawyers in Ghana, making them believe or be part of an ideology that is not right. It's about time some lawyers started breaking out away from the Ghana Bar Association because it's monopoly. That thing that it's in their head that they can monopolize everything is making them corrupt. Right now, politicians are using the Ghana Bar Association to destroy our judiciary. But if we have 20 bar associations, one bar association cannot. No political party can infiltrate one bar association and destroy the whole nation. So I believe that this is the time that the bogus Ghana Bar Association, we ditched it and opened different bar associations that at the end of the day will be intelligent and honest enough to at least speak on the issues without being political. This is something we all need to do because we need an independent association. We need an association that will think independently. We need an association that will not be what? It will not be politically affiliated. Until we open different bar associations in Ghana, we will not have that independence the judiciary needs. We will not be able to govern this nation. Because let me tell you for a fact, 90% of those lawyers in the Ghana Bar Association are the same lawyers representing the criminal lawyers, politicians you want to stop. So we need to find a way. We need to find a way to dissolve the Ghana Bar Association. We need to find a way to make sure that we weaken it. And we should open new bar associations. The lawyers need to start breaking out. In fact, every region needs to have a bar association. We need to have regional bar associations. We need to have the Greater Accra Lawyers Bar Association. We need to have the Ashanti region. Every region needs to have a bar association. They need to be independent-minded lawyers. Because this foolish thing I just read to you, it's like some mad people sitting in an MPP headquarters writing something to, at the end of a distracted system. The acting Chief Justice is one of the oldest and experienced lawyers and judges in Ghana. Judge in Ghana. You foolish idiots cannot intimidate that man. When he became a judge, majority of you fools were licking the butt of politicians, working in political offices and working in some stupid offices as paralegals. You didn't know shit. It is because of Ekufuor's stupidity. That is why we are here today. The President of the Republic, a mere association cannot order the President to stop or to move away from the Constitution. The Ghana Bar Association is one of the most stupid associations in this country. We need different bar associations. Every region needs to have a bar association. We have 16 regions. And in all these regions, we have lawyers there. So we need to have bar associations in every region. Because the foolishness these people are exhibiting is getting out of hand. And I'm saying this because we cannot allow the MPP to be using the Ghana Bar Association to destroy our democracy. Nobody, in fact, no Ghanaian should take this Ghana Bar Association serious. If they think they have a case, they can go to court. A whole bar association. Now, you see this? When the 1992 Constitution was being drafted, the Ghana Bar Association, they boycotted it in Kwasiafo. When the 1992 Constitution was being drafted, the Ghana Bar Association, they boycotted the drafting of the 1992 Constitution. But these same fools today want us to enact. These same fools want us to review the Constitution. These same idiots today want us to believe them. These are a bunch of fools. We are not supposed to give them any room. Now, let me show you something. These are people are almost say a democracy. Hey? Go back into history. Now check a Ghana Bar Association, Lead Bar Association based there. The MPP surrogates, they politicize the Ghana Bar Association to date. Kwame Nkrumah, opti, and I say when he was advocating for a Ghana Bar Association, the Ghana Bar Association, that was not what Kwame Nkrumah was thinking or envisaging. Kwame Nkrumah wanted a bar association that was going to be independent and honest. But these same idiots today who are screaming that we should touch our constitution because yehu Madam Tokonusu ni pada. Yehu ayedian Madam Tokonusu ni judge da. Inti ende no asebe sine ye use constitution no. The stupid Ghana Bar Association is telling us to say we should not. Now listen to this before I end today's show. Kwasiafo.
You have recently urged President Nana Akufo-Addo to revisit the recommendations made by the Constitution Review Commission. What is in the report that calls for the urgent attention?
Well, you know, the 1992 Constitution, the Constituent Assembly was boycotted by the Bar Association because they brought hairdressers and all manner of groups which we know next to nothing about constitution or constitutionalism or constitution making to clog the Constituent Assembly. On hindsight, I have regretted that the bar boycotted it. They should still have been there to influence it. But you will see there that if you read that constitution carefully, there is so much over concentration of power in the president. And that was done by the PNDC chaps in the Constituent Assembly because they don't want power to go away from their leader. So much so that you find out that even in these assemblies, a lot of the appointments were made by the president. All institutions of state, he appoints the board and the chairman and the rest. All that is what is there. And you see even the municipal chief executives, they are appointed by him. Now they are calling themselves mayors. But in all civilized societies where mayors exist, mayors are elected people. The people elect the mayor. So the mayor is answerable to whom? To the people. And if he didn't do his work properly, they will move him out or ensure that he's not re-elected. So all these powers are taken away completely from this constitution. And so the Constitutional Review Commission has gone into all this. And many of us have made presentations to them. And the recommendations that they had made was to try and take away some of this excessive power and even to have the MMCDCs elected. Now, the draft document was taken and apparently the president issued a white paper, which of course he has no business doing because this is not like an ordinary commission. The report is supposed to go to the people and let the people debate and discuss it and then vote upon it. Not the president say, I like this one, I don't like that. And so this matter has been shelved. And my plea is that bring it back. Even if it means...
You still want to plead to the president
to
bring it back?
All right, this is my plea to...
These are the fools that we have given so much time to foolishly exhibit the foolishness in their whole lives time. Okujato, Sam Okujato, one bloody fool. Oh, reason and normal. The reason why na 1992 Constitution, Ghana Law, Ghana Bar Association, actually say they invited hairdressers, they invited tailors, they invited taxi drivers, they invited ordinary Ghanaians. It was some of the reasons why if you saw who says today they are telling us what to do. That is why the Ghana Bar Association, we need to have a breakaway. We need to have different bar association. This guy, he wanted Rawlings to give him position. Rawlings didn't consider him because he's a snitch. This is the guy whose son raped his house girl. His son is in Canada now. This fool, every car he's driving today was given to him by Kufuor. This is a dirty old man. Every nonsense that Kufuor did in 8 years, Kwasi Appiah was defending it. These are the fools you have listened to. Last me read in the profile Chiramo. Osia Bible lessons, so said the Bible college no choir and or a lawyer. Kwasi Appiah. The Constitution itself, they did not join in drafting the Constitution. But today they are hiding behind Ghana Bar Association to tell us what to do. They did not consider tailor for. They did not consider hairdressers. They did not consider the ordinary Ghanaian because that time they saw themselves as superhumans. Today, we the ordinary people, you want to come and lead us. You want to tell us what to do. These old people, we are supposed not to give these people any room in our country. The Ghana Bar Association was here Guno. Senior lawyers in this country who are patriotic and reasonable, intelligent enough, you people need to start forming different bar associations. We need to have every region have its own bar association. We need to have 16 different bar associations in Ghana. That is the only way that we can have honest, patriotic, well-informed, and objective people speaking on Ghana's issues. These fools who did not help us draft the Constitution cannot come and determine how we should run our country. Jogate's wife, she cannot dare the president. This foolish idiot who wrote that statement. This is our last warning to you people. We don't recognize you people as intelligent people. Let the Constitution work. We support the president. We support the acting Chief Justice. The right thing should be done. Your own mother, Osunu Mami, told us that the law is the law.
Simply, no decision that I have made in my role as Chief Justice or in my capacity as President of a panel of the Supreme Court has come from anything but a knowledge of law. No matter how many noises are made, the law is the law. No matter how many noises are made, no matter how many noises are made, the law is the law.
No matter how many noises are made, the law is the law. Ghana Bar Association, stick this in your dirty asses. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. It's been a wonderful night. I will see you tomorrow. We will discuss Ghana exactly 6 p.m. Ghana time, 2 p.m. US time. We will be here for 3 hours. Have a wonderful night. Be good. God bless you. God bless me. Cheers and good night. Abuache Gigim.
Yo! We are best fishermen. No, no answer my Abuache. You will for Belgium Fan. It was the Belgium Fan. It was two Belgium Fan. Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Super why round what? It was for Belgium Fan. It was the Belgium Fan. It was two Belgium Fan. It was the Belgium Fan. Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're What one is the water? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the water? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the water? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the water? Why dranga? Why your yeah? Why dranga? I want it. Original. I want to badge your pat. I want to badge your pat.